professional, Oh, hey, we're talking about not professional. Say we're starting or something. The song throws me. It sounds like a waltz.
What is wrong, man?
Well, what do you
Other
mean?
than the health.
No, I'm fine.
What else you going through?
Nothing. Why? Because I've been
you just bitchy.
agitated.
Yeah, bitchy.
Well, we lost the game Tuesday that we should have won. Coach didn't call timeout. We down by 3, 5 seconds left. He don't call timeout. Then the kid took a crazy 3. Hey, I'm Louis Dix.
I'm Jeff Arnold.
So I don't think and then.
It's in a man's world. You forgot.
Oh,
that.
right. What's the name of the show?
It's in a man's world.
Okay. We were supposed to have, I think I'm going to change the name of the show.
To what?
Trying to figure that out. It's just.
Is it that time
This
of month?
man ain't here. This dude.
Is it the time of the month for you?
No, I don't have no time. Oh, speak of the, what you call speak of the devil. This dude, it's just Philly time.
Sorry, man. But
If this was a white
I'd be late
podcast.
just to prove a point.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
No, you
It's
wouldn't.
just blackness at its worst.
Oh, and it's Black History Month.
Yeah.
You should be on time.
No, that's why I'm late. Now next month, if I'm late, I understand. But Black History Month should be like,
Is your thing tape? Is it a tape on your
What?
thing? Oh no.
No, just plastic.
Oh, you didn't take it off.
See,
It's kind of raggedy.
this would never happen on Jimmy Fallon.
You know
Yeah,
what
it happened. They
Jimmy
just
said.
edited it out.
Like your attitude. My question is, hello, Dan, how you doing, nigga? How was the trip? Was there something that caused you to be late? No.
I didn't know that you went to Germany.
Huh?
I didn't know
I didn't know you could come in and just plug your stuff in without asking the boss lady. This is her outlet.
Oh.
You just going.
Hey!
No, don't say it.
Y'all
like that.
compared to me.
Don't say it like
You
that.
know what's
Oh, that's
hilarious?
right. Last time we talked to Dannon, he was on the trip with the guys in the house.
Yeah, that's right.
How did that go?
Man, it went great. It went wonderful.
Now,
Golf,
did you get along with everyone?
It was only
How
three
many
of
people?
us.
It was only
Oh, man, it was great. Are we live now talking about it?
we've been live since you
Oh,
before
I'm
you
sorry.
came in.
Hey, y'all compared to me, you two niggas look like y'all on crack.
What are you talking about?
Y'all do.
You mean we look in shape?
Yeah, right.
Because I'm
Well,
not-
oh no! Before we go any
No,
further,
don't.
then you have to realize
Jeff
Jeff
with all
Jeff
that,
is a
man.
star now because
No,
Jeff
I've
wasn't
been a
here
star.
last week
I've been
Okay.
a star.
because he was on a photo shoot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's
just never recognized
a
my
model
shine.
For
Russell Westbrook's clothing line.
Honor
you
the
are
gift.
kidding.
Yeah, look, there you go. Look at that.
Exactly. Look at that
Part of
hair.
it.
Now
Man,
let me tell you what's
flawless.
really
That's
special.
let me
Let me tell you what's
no.
different
Go
about
back
that.
to the
Look at
first.
that
No,
right
let me
there.
tell you what's different about that
Step
picture.
in.
I never seen Jeff with a black woman, but that's interesting.
Oh, hilarious.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's true. He did like, but okay, being a hard Chicago
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, being a, yeah.
Okay, so look at that picture.
Okay.
And I'm glad you're here, Jeff, so you can ask me. Who told you to put your right
was
hand
my
on her
move.
shoulder?
That was my move.
That's not a.
How you gonna
does
tell
that look
me?
real?
You act like she pregnant. You know what I'm saying? What about the kiss on the on top of the head? Was that
Yeah.
your
What
move?
was that?
That's my thing.
So now
it's
this
me.
is Russell Westbrook's line.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to
Now
find
you-
out because I play golf with his dad.
Okay.
So I'm going to.
So you think that this Jeff might be not telling the truth?
Yeah, something's.
It
yeah.
could be somebody
I
else's
think,
clothing
Yeah, I
line?
think because it's just how she
Could be
looking.
cousin's
Look how
clothing line?
she's not looking at her. When a woman's comfortable, she kind of got her eye up. She
Yeah,
looking down like, who is this nigga?
Yeah, I mean it's awkward.
Y'all niggas is some hating ass.
No, I'm just
motherfuckers,
saying
yo.
that's
That
not a
y'all-
good picture.
It
I don't
is a good
believe.
picture.
Is she supposed to be your wife?
Yes.
It looks like y'all just met.
No,
You-
it
do
doesn't.
you have a gold chain on, nigga?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Who wears a gold chain
Yeah,
with their
and-
pajamas? Is that a smoking?
At a
what is that?
photo shoot, like this nigga.
What is that supposed to? What?
Hey man,
what
just keep piling on.
no,
the
what?
hate.
No,
I
I'm just.
love
We're
it.
not hating. We're just asking you.
No,
what,
y'all are.
Jeff,
It
I love you.
actually-
Jeff, you know I love you.
They look like
It's y'all
pajamas to
criticize-
me.
It is pajamas.
Okay, so what does she have on?
Yeah, why like she going to work and you at the crib?
Why do you have pajamas on and she doesn't?
the
So,
more-
it's the old school. Let the
it's-
woman work.
No, it's the morning after. I'm kissing her on her way to work.
And what about your job? I mean, you forgot that you ain't
You
have
worked
one?
at night.
I'm
okay.
balling.
Oh, he
All
worked
right.
at night.
Now this next
Oh, this
one.
nigga balling. Hold on, he
The
balling.
next one I like. I like this next one.
Okay, let me see the next one.
I like this one here. That one I like.
That's
and,
nice.
And he's in rhythm because that's what he does. The step. That's more natural.
Wait, Chicago.
Yeah, so that's a more
one
natural.
thing we can never take away from Big Jeff is that he in Chicago. He know how to step. Even if
Yeah.
he don't know how to step, we got to assume.
Now
There you go.
I'm assuming that
Oh,
that's
Y'all gaslight on assuming on what I don't know how to do.
No, I didn't. Jeff,
I came out my mama's womb stepping.
I believe that.
No,
they
no,
said
you-
it.
no, you didn't.
Yes,
I
he
did.
did. That's why he had to get a job
How
when
you
he
gonna
was
tell me?
born.
Was you there in the room?
you didn't come out of your
were
mom's
you in the
womb
room?
stepping because you couldn't walk.
How you gonna tell me what I did?
Next picture, please.
Okay.
Fuck, yo.
Let's see this next picture.
Now
Look at that. That's gangster right
Now
there.
that-
Wait a minute,
looks
who's the nigga next to
that's
you?
supposed to be his son.
That's gangster.
Well, see, it looks like it's a Crip meeting or some shit like that. They got brown and blue on,
Yes.
and their stands. What's up, Jeff? You from Chicago?
Now,
You,
who's-
exactly.
So first of all, Lewis, he's turning his back on the disciples. So Chicago ain't even gonna like this picture here. That's a whole different
minute,
game.
hold
So
on.
you done changed your set.
No, that's gangster. That's disciple right there.
No, okay.
You
No,
know
they ain't.
disciples?
Yeah, I know the disciples, homie. I went to school with some of them niggas.
First of all of us are too old to be talking about gangs.
but
No,
but
we're
look
not.
how he's
We're never.
standing. He said gangster.
That looks like it's at the what's that the club that everyone goes to when they get old, the Elks Club.
No, you know what this looks like? It looks like his son is visiting him in prison because Jeff got them brown.
Okay.
Okay.
Next
Wow.
picture. Yeah, I don't like
Wow.
that picture.
Yeah, I don't like that one, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Give a fuck.
Now that
Hold up. This don't even look like a family.
we were saying that the little boy,
Hey.
the little boy looked like the movie
Actually,
Us.
the
yeah.
hate.
The
The POTUS, you
nigga,
not even helping me out. It's the hate.
The
It's
nigga
it's
on the
literally-
black one
it's
looks like he Manute
you can't
Bow's
do
son.
shit.
Yeah, they
without-
said he looked
you know,
like
but I
he
feel
from
good, though.
Get Out, the movie Get Out.
Or Ganya, one or the other.
Now the girl's supposed to be his daughter. I thought the dark skinned tall boy and the girl, light skinned girl tall, were married.
No.
And then they had the little babies.
They had the little baby.
Okay, that's cool.
That's
Because
what
they
I
kind
thought
of a
Jeff
blend.
were number playing
And
grandparents.
maybe, they were grandparents.
No.
Yeah. So
I want to know who
Y'all
put
got my
this shoot
family
together.
all
now
fucked
Jeff looks like he just got
Got home.
from jail.
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
family.
yeah. That's,
Like
you
he's
know.
reunited
Why I gotta
with
be
them.
incarcerated?
Yeah.
Because you got that look.
No, I don't.
Like
You know what he
was
look like?
found innocent, the Innocent Project.
You appreciate this. That's a raw way picture right there.
Yes. Yeah,
I
it
mean,
looks
look
like
at
that's what somebody else told me. My music said it looks like portraits.
Yeah, like,
that
yo,
you would walk by the store and
yeah.
say, "Oh, wow."
And if you look low, it looks like it's a chain on Jeff's foot. Like he can't run nowhere. So if you
Okay.
look
Wow.
okay.
the little girl, I like her little skirt outfit. Her outfit's cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
All right, go ahead. Next. Little boy looks
There's
scared.
more?
Yeah, no, that's
So
That's a great picture right there.
a handsome picture of you, but the
Yes,
boy
great
looks like
picture, Jeff.
this is not my dad. They made me take a picture.
Jeff, you look 60 here.
I'm proud to be 60.
Oh, you are 60? Oh, I didn't know you was that old.
Yeah.
Okay, you look your age.
Like, okay.
That's a nice picture. I like that picture.
Jeff,
How old are
could've-
you?
Huh?
How old are you?
I don't know, but that chain shouldn't be in the
Okay,
picture.
but how old are you?
Yeah, he
though?
wearing-
How
I'm
come you don't-
55.
Okay, well, get to 60.
All right.
I hope so if the
All
Lord
right.
said the same.
You know. With
Do I
your
feel,
pops
some,
at
do I
the
feel
same
some
moment.
animosity here towards this
Well,
young man?
No.
what's funny is me is like he's also trying to keep his eyes straight.
Oh, the one?
Yeah,
okay,
he's
that's
really
fucking
focused on
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my eyes not cockeyed. So I don't have a
He's
lazy
like,
eye.
he's like,
He keep
I am
his
not
eye
gonna
on.
take. He's like, I'm not gonna take a picture like Shaq. I am going
embrace
to
all
look
the
straight.
hate.
No, but
I
that's
love
good.
it.
So
I love
congratulations.
it.
Okay, thank you. That's enough for
No,
that.
my question is, did
No,
they
it's
pay
not.
you for this?
You don't think I did it for free? Come
Well,
on.
Jeff, you a good dude.
Yeah, no, I got paid.
Okay.
Compensated very well.
Okay. No, I believe you should.
Yes,
I,
yeah.
I can't wait till it comes out.
Well, they definitely
It's out
save
already.
money on
Oh,
the photographer.
it's out.
Yeah. I don't know who
I
that nigga
I
was.
said we're gonna see him on a billboard and be like, oh, that's Jeff.
And then you gonna hate on that because y'all
No,
probably
we're not.
throw-
We're gonna
you
hate
gonna
on
probably
it.
go up
So
there.
you can't say what can we say that would not make you feel like you so
It's
sensitive
just all
as hate?
complimentary, man. It's
We just
all
said we just telling
complimentary.
what we
You
see.
can't be successful without the haters. So I embrace
We're not
it and
hating
welcome
it.
Jeff,
all.
I have never hated
love
on you
it.
in my life, man.
I love it. Keep it
Me and you have
coming.
been partners
I
since day
bask
one,
in it.
homie.
We're not
I
hating.
bask
We're
in
just
it.
saying that.
You do
picture.
hate.
I'm not hating.
Anytime
I'm
you
just saying.
tell
Uh-oh. I
Chris
gotta-
Spencer that I'm gonna fuck up his show, that's hating.
No, I did.
How long
That's-
ago? Was that the
that's
argument
hate.
y'all had a while ago?
Yes, that's hating.
He, bro, he holding on to that shit.
holding on to that.
I don't think you apologized the right way, dog.
No.
I'm just gonna say it.
I'm gonna get him.
Explain it to me what happened.
I'm gonna
again.
ask him for a signed autograph from his pictures.
Okay,
When
that'll help. But
me-
can you
and
please
I'ma
tell
frame
me?
it.
Can you please tell me just real quick?
No, I'm not going over that again.
Because Jeff is bothering me.
He'll get over it.
I'm just saying because
like
Jeff
he
got
said-
big hands and he hit hard, and I don't want him to slip, fuck me up because he's still mad at you. on
No,
some
he's
bullshit.
just mad. He'll
Oh,
work through it.
okay.
I have enough talent where he won't hit me.
Okay. Damn. Well,
Now-
you know
and
this
that's
dude.
running short now.
Damn. Oh,
That's running short. 'Cause my talent is surpassing you right now.
He's feeling himself.
He is a model.
Always
Hey,
have.
Phil,
Always
I
have.
love confidence.
Always have.
Now, Jeff, real quick, what you have on is that?
I was going to
Westbrook?
ask him that too.
Yeah, because
that's-
it's kind of
that's
the
nice.
style.
This
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
No, this is mine.
Oh, damn, you got style, nigga.
Exactly.
It
As I
just
should.
goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait till he goes back to Chicago and show people these pictures.
Well, that's okay.
Motherfuckers from Chicago already been hitting me,
All right, man.
complimenting me.
Oh, so is that
Yeah.
already?
Yes.
But what is it on?
Where is it on?
Yeah, go
It's
ahead.
on Instagram. Honor the gift. Russell Westbrook's.
All right,
Honor
so
the
let's
Gift.
move on.
Yeah.
It is. We have a great show for you today.
Wonderful.
Look at that
Melanie
thing, man.
Griffin and
Melanie Comarcho, no, maybe?
Melanie
Maybe
Comarcho.
Comarcho,
What did
maybe?
I say?
Melanie Griffin.
You thinking
Oh.
of white?
Maybe. Hey. Oh, see, you don't got him all flustered with this threat.
No,
now these
no.
niggas saying different
No, I'm
names.
not- No,
Yeah.
no. Melanie, because I was about to
POTUS,
say.
I don't like being in the middle of
Have you
these two
seen? Have you seen?
oversized large
Have you
individuals.
seen Melanie's movie?
No, I have not seen it, but I did support it in terms of saying I hope people watch it. I supported it that way.
I saw it. And
Wait a minute. Why don't you wait till you get here? Because I
no,
don't
I'm
wanna
not
be-
going to say. I'm going to tell it was great.
Okay.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to say that.
Was it good? I didn't see it.
Let's move on.
I haven't saw it.
I
Yet.
didn't even get invited to the screening. So, I mean, but I still support.
It will make you scream.
Yeah. Was it a scary movie?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's kind of.
No, I
it
didn't
was
know.
a comedy.
See, y'all asking me stuff I
Hey,
don't
man,
know,
look
and I
at
don't
it.
want to
No,
be throwing the
it
jokes
was-
out there
no.
for y'all to live and catch
It was
it.
her first project.
Yeah, and I'm really happy
got,
for her.
And you
then
got to
she-
understand that she put up all her money for that.
Yeah, no, I'm really
So
proud of her.
I
She did
compliment
things
on
that.
I haven't seen it, but when I heard about it,
But
and
the
I
main
offered
thing
my
is she's
assistance-
got it on.
Yeah,
Did she take your
got it
assistant?
out. No.
He
So-
was charging her too much.
No, but it was just.
Well,
got-
Jeff would have been a great. Jeff knows the business.
Right. He would
But
have
I
been
mean,
So
a
he
good-
should have been-
a good
But
co-director.
the thing,
He would've been.
It'd have been, I'm proud of it that she stepped up and she didn't wait. She put on. She
Like I
invested
did.
in-
Was
yeah.
you proud of me? Because I
Yes.
didn't know hear you say you was
She
proud
was
of
in-
me.
She invested in herself, and that's what she and that's
She
the
bet
good
on
thing
herself.
about it, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to come down to your and hers for the Oscar.
Rotten Tomatoes.
Jeff said something funny. He said it wasn't rotten. It was something else.
Oh no, Jeff.
Not yours.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just
Melody
saying.
said
I'm just
it was-
saying.
He said something really funny. See, he ain't gonna say that, but he ain't gonna say what he said to me. But
Look, but
he gonna sit here.
but
and tell
this
me
is
it
a
was-
prime
Are we
example.
going there?
I just want,
Okay, well, let's hold off for that.
but I do.
We don't want people to click off.
I do want to say, I do want to, ooh, I felt that punch. I do want to say that I thought it would have been, I didn't see the movie at all, nor the screening. But knowing Jeff, his history, working in television and things like that, I'm going to give him
I supported it because I rented it.
you rented it? Oh,
Yeah.
it's out?
Yeah, it's out. I rented it
On
just
DVD?
for 30 days. You could rent it forever and have it. And I just felt that was too much for my
money was
TV
there.
to hold. It was $9.99.
You
But
said,
I,
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna rent it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
I read Poet is rented. Boss rented.
What is it
I'm
on?
gonna support
It's on
it.
Amazon Prime.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna watch it.
I've been saying this, Jeff. The next time someone doesn't want to accept your help, have them call me, and then I'm going to speak with them and say, this is the man you need to hire to be your AD or your whatever, director.
It was so many
Appreciate
people
that.
who, with the credits, had RIP after their name.
Damn. Oh, that's the movie? John was everybody.
Yeah. Everybody, I'm
That's,
like, damn, they died.
you know
too?
what? Yeah.
I
That-
think-
that's the only tough thing about when you put out a movie kind of late. You know,
He
you
was like, oh, he
Yeah.
died too?
Yeah, he
You
did.
gotta, you gotta put that.
especially when you got to loop them.
Okay,
You gotta
so
put that in memorial.
Especially when you got to loop them. Like, who's going to do his voice?
it is Black History Month.
Yeah, and it's almost over.
So
Oh, that's funny.
Thanks.
That's funny.
it started off bad.
That's funny. What?
Black History Month
How,
Why?
in what way?
with Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh yeah, that was
Jewish,
Yeah.
a black woman with a Jewish name gets suspended for 2
I'm
weeks.
very-
The
I'm-
first day of Black
I-
History Month.
I'm,
It's like,
well,
wow.
I'm disappointed.
And what?
I like.
No, listen,
I
let me
like
tell you
how
why.
Sonny didn't say anything. She
Yeah.
just stood there. Like,
Well, you know, no. Let me tell you why I'm disappointed.
I'll be in that chair
Let me
next
tell you why I'm. Sonny's like, keep talking with me.
Yeah.
We
Just
all
one
know.
more, and I got that paycheck coming.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna tell you why, Jeff. Because
We all the worst.
it's not whether she said something that was hurtful. Because I don't understand religion. One thing as a comic for me, I never touch anything I don't think I know anything about.
Right.
But
Well, that's a lot.
well, that's why I got one joke, motherfucker.
Well, he thinks he's funny.
I know, but Jeff my guy, so I'm gonna let him hit me every now and then. And then I'm gonna hit him back. But no,
This dude. He really
I
thinks-
know that was cold.
He
That's,
thinks
You just.
Yeah,
How long have you
I've
known
been
him?
an ally of Jeff.
How long have you known him?
Who, Lou?
Yeah.
92.
There you
Okay,
go.
about the
When I
same
first
time.
came out.
About the same time.
I met Lou.
Him and I haven't spent as much time as you and I.
Yeah, but I will say this to lose
You don't
credit.
find him to be an asshole?
To lose credit, I'm going to say that when we met, he had heard I was from Philly, so
He didn't embrace you?
Yeah, he didn't act like a comic that wasn't cool.
Okay.
And he's always gave me good. He's never said anything bad about my comedy or nothing like that. Because I cursed, and at the time Lou
Not to
was
your
definitely.
face, though, but the shit
Well,
you said
yeah, I'm quite
about
sure a
you.
lot of niggas I've heard about that, but no, he's always been.
No, I've always thought Dannon was funny. I've always thought you were funny.
Yeah.
Just in different lanes. He's an overpass. You're
But let me say this real quick so people can understand. Here's the issue I have with her being suspended. One, Whoopi Goldberg has been an ally of the Jewish community. She has been someone, probably more ally to them than to maybe us in some aspect. I'm not saying what she said was right or condoning because I don't understand. But like I said before, as black people, when we look, if you put a white man here, me, and an Asian guy here, we're going to say he's black, he's Asian, he's white. We don't know religion by color. Would you agree? So that's what I'm saying. What she said was she wasn't really, she did not enhance Hitler. She didn't say nothing like the Holocaust wasn't terrible. Everybody was. But she was saying was she felt like it was a white on white crime, not knowing that the Jewish community takes their nationality as a race.
As a race, yeah.
And because it was Hitler trying to erase, quote unquote, make a superior race, that's where I think it came in at. So I'm not embracing her or condoning her, but I'm saying I don't think she should have been suspended. I think when she apologized twice, and they said when she went on Gobert that she doubled down. No, it's because she actually believed that she wasn't being hateful, that she was really talking about the color of skin.
I mean,
At this point, could you play that disclaimer?
Wouldn't it be great if people got shut down the same way if using black racial slurs? Wouldn't it be great if we could just shut people down like the Jewish community shuts other people down?
Actually, I think it's the reverse. I think it's the reverse for me.
Right now, they're comparing that to Joe Rogan, and now somebody just did a montage of him saying nigga over and over and over.
Yeah, I have the clip, and he compared. Someone said he was looking for something in a neighborhood, and they took him to an all-black neighborhood, and he was like, I'm here in the Planet of the Apes. Like,
Yeah.
Was he joking?
No.
I have the clip right here if y'all want to see it.
No, I thought we were going to play. You're not going to play it during your thing?
We can, but since we're
But-
talking
Okay,
about
go
it.
ahead.
Okay.
There you go. I work with a lot of Jewish people. So
I do
wish you
too.
the best.
I mean, and that's the problem. Hold on, Paul, this real quick.
So
Before you say something, I think that's the problem, what she just said. It's like that no one hates. It's like the word hate is pushed out there so terrible because you can't have a different opinion or you don't understand something. That's why I always tell people, if I don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to speak on it. But what Whoopi said, I'm just saying off of what she said and what people are saying, she was saying it as looking at the color of your skin. That's all I'm saying.
But the
What
bigger
did she-
issue now is that we're losing every moment.
to learn.
No, we're losing every minute, every second now, our First Amendment. You don't have the right of free speech anymore
There is no free speech.
because you're being censored now.
Yeah.
Everyone is sensitive. You can't say anything.
I don't think there ever truly was like real freedom of speech.
No, there was at a moment where
because
you could
they used to ban books. They're starting to ban books again.
Yes.
Certain books.
I mean,
in
and people
schools.
are now scared to actually voice their opinion. And it's just
So-
like, okay,
And it's
it's just like the society, or I won't even say society. I think it's a few like folks that create this cancel culture.
but we buy
And-
into it. That's the problem.
I thought we were talking. I'm trying to understand why she keeps jumping in.
Oh, well, she
has
kind of controls the mic.
said
She
she was
could
gonna-
probably shut us down at
she
any
And
time.
I know,
because she
and I
has
know
an
what I'm talking
opinion,
about.
so that's-
Anyway, here's the Joe Rogan piece.
Okay.
Females just are talking and talking. Go ahead.
Don't make me say something. This don't really make you mad.
make them mad,
Pull
piss
the
them
pull
off.
the tampon out your ass.
Damn.
Cause you are. Joe said it first. He was like, you in a
Oh, you should have saw him
bitchy-ass
last
mood
night.
today.
You'd have witnessed him on one last night.
What?
Oh my God!
Where
As soon
where
as he
y'all last
walked-
night?
At the Regency. As soon as he walked in the door.
Oh, there was a show last night?
He was
Thanks for
on
the invite,
one.
niggas.
But then he turned out he's so brilliant and the talent is so abundant. It overtook the nastiness of him coming in last night.
What happened last night, bro?
I just was.
You was on one?
He's just an asshole when he came
No,
in.
it's just some things that just weren't kosher.
At the club.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Keith Morris would look nasty up on stage, cussing and just.
Nobody acting
He had a
professional?
Then he comes in and he
He had a
jumps in.
do-rag on.
do-rag. I mean,
Come on, man.
dusty.
What is up with... Let me ask you guys a question.
But then he
about
jumps in my face and he like,
minute, Jeff, go
yo,
ahead.
why ain't you go up? I
'Cause I
want you
wanted
to bring
Jeff-
me up.
yeah,
I want you
Jeff-
to intro me. I'm
Jeff
like,
was
yo,
funnier.
that.
I'm
Okay.
just like, yo, just go up and do it. No, I wanted, and when people
Jeff,
don't
but he
understand.
wanted you, Jeff. Why didn't you go?
No, but people don't understand. He cusses so much, and it comes out at me, and he like, yo, what the fuck? You should have done up. I told you. I didn't want him to go up. He's fucking nasty.
I
He's
never
this
heard
and
him-
this
I
and
never
that.
heard
And
him
I'm
cuss in
just
my
like,
life.
man,
He's
relax.
paraphrasing. I
Oh,
didn't
oh,
cuss
Yeah,
like
he
that.
did. And I'm like, yo, just relax, man. Go up and do you, man. Do it. Yeah, but I don't want to go up. I don't want to go up. Then he went and sat in the corner like a little child and folded his arms.
I was
No.
no. I just
Yeah, he
went
did.
and
He
got into
like,
comedy mode.
Philly guys don't do that. We don't go in the corner.
No, he did it last
I just
night.
sat in
He
a
did?
chair. It wasn't a corner. I
Okay.
sat in a
He
chair.
sat in the chair in the corner. He folded his arm. He like, I don't want to go up.
The
Just let
nigga,
him
fold,
host.
the nigga fold his arms.
Yeah, let him host.
No, I didn't.
And I'm like, yo, just go up and do you. And
ain't
then
laying
once
on
he
my
went
joint.
up
Hey, man, I'm going to talk to you at the end of the
and
show.
he got the room, then it became him.
Fucking folding arms.
Yeah.
Yo, let me talk to you at the end of
Yeah.
the show. Let me talk to you at the end of the show. Fold arms
Like this, man,
in the
like
corner.
this.
Y'all niggas have a show.
No,
Go ahead.
Pouting.
I just didn't appreciate.
But I will say this, though. I don't like it when people can't be professional at the club. I think the host, you know, I've always been one to try to at least dress halfway decent.
Oh, here we go with that.
I mean, he looked like a bum. He looked like a. I mean, he looked like to the point where he just to where the girl would say, "Can you turn the lights off?"
Damn.
You know when they. But enough of that. Go ahead,
Yeah,
boss.
Pope, yeah, let's-
Let us see the tape.
Let's see this guy if he's a racist or not. Yeah.
App, and it says, okay, take me to this one. And the guy goes, okay. I goes, is that in a good neighborhood? He's like, oh, yeah. Guy barely speaks English. He takes us there. We get out, and we're giggling. Oh, we're going to see Planet of the Apes. We walk into Planet of the Apes. We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door, and there was...
You see how my man, the
Is that
Hispanic
it?
dude, leaned
Yeah, Joey
back? Like,
Diaz,
yeah, he's
yeah.
like, I ain't with that.
Joey
He
like,
was-
hold up.
Hold up. Yeah.
But he has a montage of him repeatedly saying, nigga, comfortable. Comfortable.
The N-word.
And he's still on Spotify.
So this is what happened. India Ari recently came out in what I guess in conjunction with who is it? Neil Young.
Joni Mitchell.
Barbara Streisand.
A bunch
now,
of
she
people
said
who
it's
are taking their music
Off
off
of
of Spotify because of the misinformation
of COVID.
that Joe Rogan has been putting out on his podcast regarding COVID. But India Ari came out and said, yeah, but also he is using a bunch of racial slurs against black people, and Spotify is paying him millions of dollars to do it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know about that one, man.
It's,
I'm just, you know, we just talking about freedom of speech and being sensitive, but we know. I mean, we don't run shit. We know it. If anytime somebody could be cut down if you say something about a certain group, and with us, it is what it is. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be taken off, but this shit is. Joe Rogan has been never known. I mean, I don't know him, so y'all might know him.
I don't know.
I don't know. I've
why
never
shouldn't
known.
he be taken off?
I'm not saying he
Kevin
should or
Hart,
shouldn't.
if Kevin Hart can lose the Oscars because of a joke he said
10 years
that
ago.
he apologized for, then why shouldn't Joe Rogan be taken off?
Well, I think he has millions and millions of listeners.
He has millions of listeners.
Okay.
So,
Now, what misinformation is he saying about the COVID that seems to be the issue?
It's not real. It's the flu.
So why?
You can take
So
ivermectin.
see, this is the bullshit I have with that. I had the COVID, so I could give a fuck what he says. Whether he says, you know, I don't care if he's on there. If you want to believe that it's not out there, then you believe what
he
it
doesn't
is.
believe in a
So,
mask mandate.
so that's
Yeah.
him. So
Yeah.
you're gonna take your music off of that. To really, you take out him saying any racial terms. You're really trying to get him off of Spotify because he's not falling in place with what you believe. That's not fair.
okay. You need you You were talking so long, I didn't know if you needed to spit.
No. You gotta understand when you have a list, the spit automatically just comes out. So I'm good. I can talk for about an hour and a half.
For a minute, I was like, "Oh, let me get him a bucket."
Ain't that a bitch?
Wow.
Damn, Lou.
See, I told you.
Yeah, damn, Lou, you hitting your boy up. And
No, all right. I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh.
Wait, is your seat down low? Because you do look.
little.
Yeah, somebody said you look like you need a booster seat. You can raise your seat.
Can I? Okay. I didn't know.
Nah, I'm just bigger than.
Yeah,
the
his
motherfucker,
seat
that's
is lower.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
it's
is
the little handles on that side. Yeah. For a minute, it looked like
Okay.
you were in water.
Whoever said that, tell them thank you very much. Now I feel part of the crew.
Okay, so it's Black History Month.
I'm black.
Yeah, me too. It's an annual celebration of achievements by African Americans, if you didn't know, which a lot of us do. It grew out of Black History Week. That was the brainchild of Carter G. Woodson and the prominent minister Jesse E. Moreland in 1915.
He's a bruh.
And it is, since 1976, every U.S. president has officially designated the month of February as Black History Month. And it started with Carter, which was cool. And in 1926, the Association for Study of African American Life and History sponsored a National Negro History Week, choosing the second week in February to coincide with the birthdays of Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. And
Why Lincoln?
because Lincoln freed the slaves, I guess.
Okay.
And Frederick Douglass. The Black History Month 2022 theme is Black Health and Wellness.
Yes, it is.
So that's the theme. And then, so I was doing some research, and did you know in 1940, 60% of employed black women worked as domestic servants, even though I misspelled that. Today, the number is down to 2.2%, while 60% hold white-collar jobs.
He talk about my list, but this nigga can't spell.
Our guest is in Zoom.
All right, she can wait.
Uh,
I'm just kidding. She's actually going to be our first female guest.
Who?
Yes.
Ever.
For real?
Yeah, we've never had a female on.
Do we have to be nice?
Yes.
Yeah, because she's funny.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
And her
that
theme
goes,
is-
that goes without saying.
And her theme is basically
Killing
about
us.
men. Yeah. So she's and we don't want to wait too long, but she was born in Chicago.
Yes, I didn't
For
know
real?
that.
You
Yeah,
know
I
that?
didn't
Yeah,
that.
but she was raised in L.A.
In LA.
I didn't know she was in the military.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she was in the military.
For how long?
I don't know. Long enough to get an honorable discharge.
Oh, okay.
So
That don't take
she
much
has,
now.
She has 2 daughters. She was married. I didn't know that either.
Okay.
But I know she loves
and
her
she
daughters.
has 2 beautiful daughters.
Yeah, and I
she
think
does.
she's a grandmother. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, she's a grandmother.
she's an actor, writer, producer, stand-up comedian, director of her first film, Boosters in L.A.
Hell
Currently
of a
playing on
comedian.
Oscar
Amazon.
nominated.
Amazon Prime. Yeah, she opens for everybody. We're gonna talk about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just the
she's-
number of people she opens for. She's the kind of comic female comedian that men respect.
Yeah.
I've never seen her have a bad show.
And I never see nobody disrespect her.
No.
Never.
And she's always
or,
nice.
Or even, well, that's the reason. Yeah, but she can be a little mean sometimes.
Well, I'm sure she is.
She got
She's
on me a
comic.
couple of times.
Comic.
but-
She's got on you?
Yeah, I think she did one time.
I
We had a
kind of
phone
keep
call.
her, hey, how you doing, Melanie?
Right.
Hey, how's it going? I send her a text, Merry Christmas.
I've
Happy New
always,
Year.
every time something goes, she does something, I always send her a note, hey, congrats or whatever.
And I rented her movie and watched it. Please welcome Miss Melanie Comarcho. Hey.
Oh shit! And
How y'all doing?
Hair whipped up, everything.
I'm telling
Good
you.
morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
That looks like the couch from your movie.
It probably is, man. I was on an ultra low budget.
Yeah, I got to.
First of all,
I just-
Congratulations.
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 Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And your
I
hair,
got
and
it
your hair
done.
looks beautiful.
Yeah, she got it whipped up.
Your hair looks good.
Yeah.
Hey, oh, thank you.
How many
And,
wigs? I'm sorry, go
remember,
ahead.
y'all be kind. This is my first film, and I got it done. I ran out of money, so I had to
Melanie,
do everything
It's-
myself.
Yeah,
Yes,
we
know that.
Yeah, we were
I mean,
we were going to
we
be
saw that,
kind
yeah,
while you're
yeah.
on.
Yeah,
but we-
they're
before
gonna
you
tear your
came
ass
on.
up, yeah,
On the phone we were killing. No.
Killing you.
First of all, how many wigs did you use in that film?
I tried. You know what? I ran out. I wanted more wigs. I tried to make every scene a different wig. That was
Okay.
the joke
Right.
of
Okay.
the movie.
Yeah, I got that.
Um,
I got that. That was
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. You heard AJ talking about it on the toilet, right?
Yes. Yeah. AJ.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace. And that was another thing I noticed.
Number one.
On your credits, everybody had an RIP under their name. I was like, oh Lord.
No, not everybody.
I know, but
John
I-
and AJ.
Yeah, no, I was just glad. I was like,
but
but
you know what? You know what? I shot that film probably 30 days before John passed.
Wow.
And when I was getting ready to cut it, the distributor was like, "Why would you cut that funny ass scene? It's his last film. Why would you take that out?" And I said, "Because he died in 2019. They said that didn't stop them from watching Friday, Soul Plane, or none of the other movies. I was like, okay, I'll leave it.
So you were gonna cut him out after he died? Dang,
I was gonna cut him and AJ because people were saying, "Oh, they both died. You need to take them out." But people don't know what they took. These are people who ain't never did shit,
Right.
ain't never made no movie anyway.
How did you come up with the idea for your film and what inspired it?
Did you used to be a booster?
Well, I'm from LA, and back in the day, you could go. There was a couple of spots you could go to that. It was like a Macy's at their house, and you could go and pick half or whatever was on the tag. And I just thought that was hilarious. And I said, you know what? This is something that's happening all over the country. It ain't a LA thing. It's every big city in America, and no one has ever done a film about it. Yeah. So I said, let me do a film about it. And I wrote it as a franchise. So I also copywrote Boosters New York and Atlanta, and that would be my dream, to be able to, with more money, of course, I could do a better movie. Right. But I'm happy with what I came out with. And I'm happy. I got a lot of the unsigned music artists from LA and all over the country to give me their music for free. And it's, I don't know if you heard some of the music in there, but it's some hot ass music.
No, I agree. I enjoyed the music. I thought the music was really good. Your love interest.
I got Tiffany Haddish. Oh
yes,
my God.
Yes, I thought.
Yeah, how did you cast that? I mean, I see everybody got a call.
I just called all my friends and asked them, "Hey, would you be in my movie? Would you be in my movie, please, please?"
So they were only your friends? They were friends.
He's trying to say you didn't call him.
Nah, I ain't get a call, but it's all good.
Every single one of them, my friends, and they all came through for me.
Okay, Dannon is saying, why did he not? Why didn't he get a call?
I'm assuming that I'm not a call.
Why didn't what?
Dannon get a call to be in the movie.
You know what? Out of sight, out of mind. I'm just trying to put this together. It was $125 a day. So a lot of people, I figured they ain't coming. Tiffany at the time was like a daughter to me. We talked all the time, and so she would tell me stuff like, just let me know when. She had shot her scene and she was gone off to do another movie, and then she called me and said, "Hey, I'm available if you need me." I changed the whole goddamn schedule that day. Do I need you? Hell yeah, I need you.
Yeah.
And Girl Trip was about to drop, but we had already seen the screening and we knew what it was finna do. Okay. So I just thank God that she's, put that, because her scene is hilarious.
Yeah, because Shane was horrible. Let me just talk about the people who were not good.
He was horrible.
No, not her. Shane
was not horrible. You didn't like that scene?
No, I didn't like him. I'm just talking about the people. Tangi was really good. Eric Blake, horrible. The stripper, you could have got somebody a little better in shape. Also Earthquake.
The stripper, let me tell you, the stripper is my kickbox instructor that just was dying to be the stripper. He was like, "Oh yeah, please." So I let him be the stripper.
Oh, you know who really hurt your film? Sherry Shepherd. Really bad. Sherry Shepherd really.
Stop it! You guys are lying.
Sherry Shepherd really hurt your. I just think she brought nothing to it. And then.
You need to quit. No. Sherry was hilarious. Are you kidding?
Oh, Boogie B. I don't know how he got the co-starring role, but Boogie B actually he was okay on camera. He had something that drew you to him.
Boogie B is funny too.
Yeah, he had something. He's
hilarious.
But he had
something.
I
was terrible too then, huh?
No. You were the star. You were the star. You had a couple moments where you slipped.
But Sherry was funny.
How long did it take you to shoot?
So funny when she was getting freaked on at the party bus scene. Are you kidding me?
No, we're just joking.
Now, how many days did it take you to shoot?
Oh, you just joking. Okay, these are the ones you thought shine.
Yeah.
What y'all think about Earthquake stripping? Oh, my God.
Yeah, well, he should have had snap-off buttons because he couldn't unbutton his shirt. It took him forever to unbutton his shirt.
You know what? I had ordered a T-shirt with all these muscles on it. You see the T-shirt that make the man look like he a bodybuilder?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And it didn't come in time. I was like, shit.
Yeah, well,
We had
I
that,
mean,
that,
but
that COVID.
yeah, but
But it
also-
still was funny though.
no, it was funny. He was fun. Yeah, because he took it off, but it took him forever to take it off. But
Should have
al-
Velcro.
But you know
Just
what?
pull it off.
I did
Little tricks of the
appreciate
trade, see?
your scene where you were talking to your mother.
And that was really my mom in that picture, and
Uh-huh.
I was really talking to her. I wasn't acting. That was for real.
Yeah, you
Did
and
you have to
everything-
pay her?
That's,
Yeah, I do.
That-
cool.
She's in heaven though,
She's-
so
yeah,
I don't
now-
know if they cash app up there. But
Where was the chicken from?
wow.
the chicken was from. There's this place down the street from Louisiana Fried Chicken.
Oh, okay.
okay, there you go.
Yeah, because you were. It was good. It looked good.
It looked good.
Yeah, it did look good.
Yeah.
And you were eating it like a real person by opening it, picking it. I thought that was
Oh
interesting.
yeah.
But I did
I was-
like. I thought, okay, the co-star, when you guys slept together. I don't want to give it away, but it's an easy film to give away.
You go. Y'all mean on this podcast.
No.
I haven't said a word.
No, first let us say what we said, that we were so happy and honored and proud that you got it done. And
my thing was that you didn't go to anyone, that you invested in yourself, and that's the first step of winning. And
Yes, it is.
You put everything that you had because you believed in yourself, and
Right.
I'm proud of you, and I have the utmost respect for you for doing that.
yeah, no one can say how long was the process from start to finish?
Yeah, how many days did it take you to shoot
It was a lot of drama with this film. I was filming from November 2016 till 2021.
Damn.
Oh,
Put it
wow.
like that.
People was changing. the look.
Yeah.
The first what I filmed at the beginning, my DP, my director of photography, stole all my footage, all my releases,
Wow.
held it hostage for 2 years, trying to make him executive producer over my film, which he was. Executive producers are the people who give you money to help you make your film. Now, who did that was Sam Watson and nobody else. And that's the only person who was going to be executive producer over my film. So we fought for 2 years to get my footage. It was hell, but I kept shooting. I wasn't giving up. I ended up adding Earthquake, the party bus scene, Michelet, John Witherspoon, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Wow.
So I still was able to keep going, and I added some more really good music.
And all those people were on your mind? Like
They were on my mind.
They was on like in sight.
He's still.
Yeah, he's still-
Well,
stuck on that. He didn't get
just
the
felt
phone
a little,
call.
yeah.
Still, his feelings are
Well, I
hurt,
told you I'm
Out of sight, out of mind. That's
the
what you told
people
me.
who I actually cast are not everybody in here. I'm not gonna even say their names, but 2 people turned me down, and 2 people just didn't respond at all. Earthquake replaced one of them people, and Wanda Oki, she replaced the other one, and I thought she did a great job. She was hilarious. She was funny in that scene where she was going off with Eric and Boogie B.
Right.
That was hilarious when she went and got that food and didn't get them some.
Yeah,
So
that
did you
was.
and Sam? Did y'all come to some agreement? Did he finally release your?
Excuse me?
No, Sam wasn't
wasn't holding it.
Sam wasn't holding it.
Okay, Sam wasn't holding it, right?
Sam wasn't what?
He wasn't the guy that was the executive producer that was holding up your footage.
No. Sam is the one that gave me the money. The guy that was holding up the footage was my director of photography, the first one, Jerry Jackson.
Okay. Did you
Sam
finally
is
get
the
that
one that
footage?
gave me the money. He gave me $30,000 towards the movie. It ended up costing me like $100,000 altogether. I spent like $15,000 on editors, and I just wasn't happy with what they did. I'm like, this is Boosters LA. I need all the transitions to be LA related.
Right.
So I wanted, Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, B&R Burgers, all the hot spots here in LA. I wanted Crenshaw and Dina and everything else.
Right.
And so I had to do it myself.
Fair. And now, scene.
Yes.
It's kind of odd. Is that how she performs? Because it looks like she was overacting in her performing. Was that how
Oh, not to me. That's how she's a singer. You gotta
Okay.
be dancing and into it and doing all that.
Okay, no.
And one
That's
was
just like Mary J. Blige and any other female singer. You know,
Okay.
you got to get into it. You can't be
Okay.
standing up there just holding the mic. You got to dance and have a good time.
Was that actually shot on a regular night at the Savoy, and Michelle A performed, or did you actually?
Well, it was a regular night, but Jonathan's show started at 10, and he said I could use the room from 8 to 10. So I did a big blast and told everybody to come to the free Michelle A concert from 8 to 10, and they came.
Oh, good.
Oh, that was good.
What did you find was one of your biggest challenges in doing the film, Melanie?
Editing.
Okay.
Did
Editing
you
was
edit? Or
when
you
I
sit down with
started
the editor?
editing. Let me tell you guys, when I didn't learn how to edit till COVID hit. I went on YouTube, and I had put too much time and money into this to give up. So I went on YouTube and taught myself to edit, to do the sound, to lay the music, and I did it my damn self.
Okay.
I did that to learn how to tie a bow tie.
I'm
Real quick.
telling you, YouTube University is the business. Anything you want to learn how to do. If you know how to ask the question, it'll show you 10, 15 videos
Yeah, it will.
on how to do it.
What advice would you give someone who wants to make a film?
Do your homework. Read as much as you can, watch as much as you I watched a lot of movies, and that's what really inspired me. I know each and every one of y'all sitting up there right now have seen a movie and you wonder, who greenlit this shit? How did you get this shit sold?
I do it all the time.
I've seen movies on Tubi right now. The audio don't even match the fucking video. And you're like, how was the whole video off?
Mhm.
Right.
I got a scene that ain't synced. It wasn't, but we synced it now. So it's right now.
What was the process of getting your film on Amazon Prime?
Oh, well, One Shot Films, you got to find a distributor that believes in your project. So One Shot Films, I gave it to him probably 6 months ago, and he said, I can see where you're going. Just keep going. When it's done, call me back. And every time I would think I was done, I'd hit him back. I'd send it to him. And he's like, okay, that's cool. But let me tell you what you got to do. You got to do this audio. You got to fix this audio. You got to do this. You got to do that. And so I just followed what he said to do. I did it. And as soon as Indie Films, who is the biggest distributor on Amazon, was so excited about Boosters. They had me all up in a bunch. They was like, oh no, you got something here. We know films. We know films. I'm telling you, this shit is funny. You're going to have a good sale. You're going to do good. And after, I think in 2 weeks, it goes to Tubi and Crackle. It goes to 15 different platforms with this deal that I got.
Good for you.
So
Great. That's great.
it's just like the first 2-3 weeks, they trying to make a couple of dollars on Amazon, and then it goes everywhere.
Mhm.
Cool.
Okay, good.
Now, I wanted to step into, thank you so much for that, and congratulations again. I wanted to
Yes.
step into your stand-up, because when we were
Okay.
talking about you, what is it about you? Because those you don't know, you've opened for Cat Williams, Martin Lawrence, Chris Tucker. What is it about you, as well as your act, that makes some of the top comics feel comfortable having you open up for them?
Well, I think it's what I do is the woman's point of view. And that's what most of them want on their show. They want the woman's point of view. So they call me for that. And I know how to keep my mouth and my legs closed. So,
Yeah, that's good.
I know how to stay in my lane. And
Right.
that's exactly what I do. This is business.
Right.
Now, is there
I
any
don't date comedians.
is there any subject that you,
Ain't gonna, ain't have.
Why you shake your head like that? Like we ain't
now,
eligible.
is there any subject in comedy that you won't touch, that you will stay away from?
I don't get too deep into the gay stuff. They got this cancel culture out right now. You ain't canceling me. Also, I don't get too much into God unless it's something positive. I'm not talking about God. I love God, and I ain't doing nothing to hurt him ever.
Let me ask you a question. How did you get into comedy?
Comedy was a dare. I think I had went to go see Robin Harris a few years earlier, and I thought he was so funny. I got this promotion at work, and they give you like $200 for dinner. And so I told all my friends, I want y'all to come see this comedian. Robin Harris. So we went, and Robin had passed, and I didn't know. I didn't follow comedy like that. And I think it was DL and Joe on the stage, and I was mad because they wasn't that funny to me. They wasn't funny like Robin Harris. The people I brought up to see, was Robin Harris, and he had passed. And so, shit, I was talking smack in my seat, telling them my friends, my coworkers, shit, I can do that. I had paid $20 to get in, and I wanted my $20 back because Robin wasn't there.
Right.
And they put a 50 on the table altogether. They said $50 say you can't. So I went and found whoever the manager was, and it was Sharon. Michael wasn't there.
Right,
Sharon Williams was there, and the room was dead. Wasn't nobody even in there. So she said, "Okay, I'll give you 3 minutes."
I remember when you went
up.
up.
I went up and did 3 minutes, and they was like, "Can you come back tomorrow?"
Yeah.
What year was that?
That
was 92.
Yeah, I remember.
So you
started
when I got out here.
Yeah.
That was, that was 91.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because in 90, I didn't come back. I couldn't come back. I was married. I had 2 kids. I had a job. I was going to school. So I couldn't come back. So when I finished school in January, instead of going back to school, I started doing comedy. January 92 was when I started.
Wow, that's great.
I remember because you was one of Sharon's favorites. Because every time.
Sharon gave me a lot of love back in them days. And at the time when I started, they was having some kind of strike going on. They were striking the comedy act for not paying them but $60 a week.
Well, they were striking because New York had New York comedians were getting at least $100 a set, and so LA wasn't sticking together. So that's why. If you remember back then, LA.
See, I didn't know. I was a new jack. I was glad to get $20.
But the white comics started speaking up. The bigger name white comics started speaking up for us.
We voted against Michael back then.
So they were giving the comics that came to the comedy act theater $100?
No, it wasn't. No, hell no.
No.
Only Lewis got that.
But so listen,
other clubs was paying $100.
Before we let you go, we have a few questions we want to ask you. We do a thing where we say
No, I want to know about the $100 in the club right quick.
Only Lewis got $100.
No, nobody got $100.
Nobody got $100. That's why they were striking.
Got $100.
Yeah. But listen, a few things we say things you do well, things you don't do well. Can you spell?
I can spell.
Because Lewis can't.
Okay. Can you cook?
I can cook.
You play an instrument.
What's your favorite dish?
I'm a mother.
What's your favorite dish
that you can cook?
What I'm best at, probably my macaroni and cheese.
Oh shit!
I get a lot of requests for that.
I will challenge you on that.
Yeah.
I'm a challenge.
I challenge you on that one.
Yes.
So listen.
Okay, any day.
We want to thank you for joining us, and guys, make sure you go see a film on Amazon Prime. It's called Boosters LA. Thank you so much.
And was it funny, you guys? Did you laugh?
I'm gonna watch it tonight. I
haven't watched it yet. That's why I haven't made it.
I knew that. I knew that.
No, I watched it. I watched it.
No, he watched it. I didn't
watch it. You gonna laugh your ass off, and please share.
No, I laughed.
I did laugh. I found it to be funny.
Yeah, I laughed, and I paid.
Did you? Who is that?
That's
POTUS?
Yeah.
Yes.
I laughed.
Hey, girl.
Hey,
Where you at?
congratulations, man. I'm not on camera.
we don't need her on camera.
Did you laugh a little, POTUS?
I sure did, and congratulations, Melanie, and keep on
And
going.
didn't I rep my city? Did you see all the landmarks?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
And if you need an AD for your sequel, let me know.
She already turned you down.
You know what? The sequels are Boosters Atlanta and New York. So I want to do the same thing in those cities that I did with LA. I want to use all the New York comics and all their urban, landmarks, and the same with Atlanta.
Hey,
That's my dream is.
Could you do one in Philadelphia so maybe me and Lewis could get a part?
No, I'm good. Listen, thank you, Melody. Take care.
Thank
Congratulations.
you guys.
All right.
Have a blessed day.
You too. Be good.
All right. Bye. Bye, POTUS.
Bye, Melanie. Thank you.
If I had a gun, I'd
Thank
shoot
you.
Why?
Because I said, hey, let's
you
just do it in Philly. No, it's funny. I'm fucking with you, Jeff.
This sequel's not.
Jeff is like, I said, can you make one in Philly so me and Lewis can be? Jeff, Lewis like, I'm not gonna do it.
Listen, y'all talk. I'll be right back.
You gotta go to the bathroom. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
so what are we gonna talk about? Let's talk.
Pose can do a report real quick.
You want to talk football or
the NFL thing? That's what I want to talk about.
All right, let's talk, Jeff. What's happening?
It's the same shit, man.
How do you feel about? How do you feel about? Let me ask you this.
Flores?
Well, yeah, because I have a different take. I think I might be becoming a Republican because maybe I'm not agreeing with everybody what they're saying. But
no, my take is right now is that it's the same conversation that's, repetitive.
Right.
It's the same conversation. You have right now the commentators, the sports pundits, the analysts. Everyone's talking about it. The owners don't give a fuck about their opinion.
Yeah.
Right now, it's the players. The players have to demand change.
Okay.
They're the only ones that can demand the change.
Jeff,
Hold up, let me finish.
No,
first.
go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The players right now, it has to be a call for action. It can't be individually. It has to be collectively. You have 53 players on the team. 80% of them are black.
Mm-hmm.
So now if you want something now is to have immediate effect, you have to take immediate action.
Okay.
You have to show them that, we need change and we need it now. We can no longer wait because I'm 60. In 2030, 32, I'll be 70. I don't want to hear the same conversation 8 years from now.
Okay.
2030 saying, okay, the NFL, it hasn't progressed. We only still have 2 black head coaches. We haven't had none since 2022 when this conversation came up. So right now, it's a call for action. You have to put aside, and you got to sacrifice the monetary right now because we are all so focused on getting this bag.
Right.
That's what everybody wake up on Twitter.
You name it, yeah.
Rick Ross, every morning, if you ain't waking up and you ain't chasing that money, then you shouldn't even be breathing. You shouldn't be alive. So we all are focused on that.
Right.
And
Instead of change.
Yeah, and we forgetting about the important thing. It's just like when I said, when Colin did what he did, to have that police reform to get changes, because all these owners, they donate to all these campaigns. Republicans, Democrats.
Yeah, they donate. Yeah,
they're big donors, and they can have an influence on it. So my whole thing, like I said it back then, if you want change, the biggest thing to call for action now is the Super Bowl. You hit them where they heard at. The owners, they pocket financially. So the Super Bowl, the black players don't play. Just don't play and just say, yo, we're not doing shit until we get a change.
Okay,
Go ahead.
so this is what I'm gonna say where I disagree. One, I agree on this part. You the owner of the team, you can hire who you want. Let's go down that way. Now I understand the social issues or the fact that we don't have black coaches in this. I don't blame the owners. I don't blame the coach. I didn't interrupt you now.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't blame the owners. I don't blame the coaches. I blame the players. Because when take Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin has had a winning season. Also, Marvin Lewis. Marvin Lewis on problem was he couldn't win in the playoffs. But Mike Tomlinson has had a winning season for over 10 years. His players ball for him. So what I'm saying is, when you get these, if I'm a ball player and Lewis is the coach, and I'm digging Lewis, and we like Lewis, I'm gonna come to you like, Jeff, this how them niggas talk, and you the ball player. Yo, we got a ball for this nigga, because he got our back. I don't think a lot of these ball players ball for him. I think a lot of African-American ball players, when they see a black head coach, they take some of that shit personal if they're yelling, because they heard that Brian Flores was a guy that gets in your face. Like, yo, there's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it. No. But what I'm saying is, these guys today take shit personal. So these guys, they like a kid. They get mad at you, they shut down. I'm not saying that. Hold on, Jeff. Gotta let you talk. I'm not saying that the owners are not blamed, are not in position of blame because of not hiring black coaches. But how the coaches that we've had, look, Hugh Jackson was 1-33 at Cleveland. Okay, Flores was 1-7 last year until they went on that run. So what I'm saying is, it's up to these ball players have to ball for these guys.
Yeah, but hold up. But you still have to give an opportunity. Because,
I'm not saying that.
No, because these owners, they have partial responsibility. They have partial blame because they come in and they say, okay, they won't give Dannon Green that chance because you're saying because you get in a black player's face and you're disciplinary. But
the owners are not saying that, Jeff. I'm saying what the players are saying. Because it's like what Dave Chappelle said. No, it's like what Dave said about what his issue. He said, I don't have a problem with the transgender community. I have a problem with corporate America because that's the guys that are pulling the string when it comes to the money.
Right, but the owners are high repetitive. They'll go with Bill. I ain't won a game. That motherfucker, he'll go 0-17.
Man, I agree with you. I
Miami.
don't think
He'll
Josh
go
McDaniels should have got the
0-18.
Ravens job.
Well, hold up. He'll go 0-18 with the Bengals. He'll go 0-14. He'll go 4-17, whatever, with the Bears. But then he bounced around from head coach, coach. But you're not giving that black offensive coordinator or that black defensive coordinator that opportunity.
In college
we're
football,
not afforded that same opportunity. And then once we get in that position, it's like, okay, Lewis, hey man, your first year you went 6-7. That ain't acceptable.
Okay,
but I made the playoffs.
Do you know why?
Next year,
do you know why?
Hold up a second.
Okay,
your next year,
you're talking a lot now. No,
but your next year, you going 5-8, and it's like, okay, I got to go on. I'll call you into the office. Hey, Lewis, you know what, man? I know this is your second year, man, but we got to go in a different direction.
Okay,
we got to move in a different direction because you ain't getting the job done.
But
yet you've had Tony so and so been there. You came in and replaced him. He was there 14 years. Had 11 bad seasons.
Jeff, but it's still business. And unfortunately, it's bad business, but it's business. In college, do you know what one of the main reasons that it's hard to get a black coach in college? It's not because the schools don't want to get them. It's because the people that give to the school, the people that they have
the
to
donors,
have. Right. You have to have
region.
meetings with these guys.
Yes.
You got to be around these guys.
Yes.
And if some of these guys don't feel comfortable, they're not going to, they don't want that.
Yes.
It's also a scenery thing. In the 60s, do you know why black ball players couldn't play quarterback, middle linebacker, or center?
Yeah.
Why?
It's because they weren't the face of the program.
No.
What?
Because those were positions of thinking.
Right.
You couldn't play middle linebacker, you couldn't play center, you couldn't play quarterback. So the point I'm saying is that perception of certain things are still out there. The black coach is a great coach if you ball for him. It's up to these players to ball. Mike Tomlin gets these guys the ball. He hasn't been replaced. Marvin Lewis just got replaced because he couldn't win in the playoffs. Exactly. So it's not like they're not hiring us. It's just that when you get in these positions, we need you. I need you and Lewis to ball for me. Not only for us to win, but it's going to help save my job.
Okay.
All right.
So we've learned nothing from that discussion.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
So that because Johnny couldn't join in, ain't this some shit?
Yeah, it was.
Did you wash your hands?
25% of the couples in this country.
Oh Lord, this thing is. She's just all over.
I think
the
we
show.
need a new board producer back there.
She's like, because her comedy, she just does.
I like the intro.
She gives us a little.
This show
and
would
then she
not
cuts
be
in.
shit without me. How about that?
You're right. It wouldn't be shit. It would be really good though.
It'd be it'd be right now it's a Melody movie.
Wow.
But go ahead. I couldn't believe she said that.
You're stupid.
She said, watch it. It's funny. I wanted to say no.
There was some funny scenes in it.
The best part of that movie was when it said the credits. No.
So why did you say what you said then? If it was some funny scenes,
I did. I said it was some funny things.
No, it was
in
funny.
It.
It was funny. Please go watch it.
please.
Yeah,
Support it.
I'm down for us supporting each other, whether you know.
Weather. Okay, go ahead.
Weather.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so let me get to my stories before our next guest calls in. A teacher appears to be having sex while on Zoom with the students and other faculty on the Zoom call.
What's wrong with that?
I kind of teach.
Yeah. Shit, I'm at the crib.
I knew you.
I wish I had teachers that would bang me in school.
Okay, so it says a video of what looks like an Alabama high school female teacher having sex during a council meeting on Zoom has gone viral. Those on the meeting kept screaming, but she never cared, obviously, because she was so much into it. So I have the video.
Oh, shit.
So Jeff and Lewis saw it earlier. Lewis doesn't think she's having sex.
Lewis is a prude. He doesn't believe.
All right, let me say.
But Jeff, okay, here we go.
She taking all that dick.
It could be an earthquake.
Nigga, all that history, black history dick, she getting that in the morning.
All right, let us hear the dialogue.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, she gets some dick. I'm sorry. And she'd have kept her eyes closed, but once she opened her eye and kind of looked over her shoulder, I'm sorry, Luke. She
And
getting
the
tagged.
expression, all
And then
that
she's
shit.
in a meeting?
Yeah, you know, that's
This is on Zoom, but
I mean, that's not.
I'd like
it's
to.
not that. It's the fact that she's where she is. And
nigga, how you gonna go to class the next day?
Okay, can you play it again and listen to the people in the back?
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
just say stop. Just stop.
That's crazy. Huh?
Well,
Well, don't act like, that don't go down every day. This is regular life.
yeah, I mean, that's not. It's not
But
that.
she
It's the
should've
fact that
just did
she's
it.
where she is. And
Now, was that in Philadelphia? Because somebody said, yeah, I mean.
But the thing
It's in Alabama.
Oh,
But what gave it away is the dude got in the picture.
I didn't
the
see,
end.
dude.
Yeah, in the end,
Oh,
he came in.
I
the
say,
end.
her hair still looked okay. She didn't sweat her hair out.
my question is, why did she even get on the Zoom if she wasn't going to pay attention?
She was
Hey,
paying
man,
I
attention.
mean, she
man.
wasn't even paying
Hey,
attention.
man, yo, motherfuckers be doing shit. It's exciting for them motherfuckers.
Who? The
That's
people
a
that
fact.
watching
No,
it? Or,
No, that's
You ain't-
that's nasty.
man,
That's just
there you
that's
go.
just but that's just trifling.
No, it's not. To some people,
That
it's
it
not.
is what is
no, that was totally inappropriate.
That was- yeah.
what is okay about that?
yeah.
The
That's
enjoyment
not-
of it for them.
It seemed like
For
you
them.
enjoyed it, Jeff.
No,
Jeff did.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff and Jeffrey Tubin.
Yeah, too bad.
I mean, that was just
you ain't
And
never
then
fuck
she
with
get-
your girl when she was on the phone.
I've never what?
You never
But
bothered
I
your
didn't tell.
girl.
Yeah,
while she
but
was
I
on
didn't
the
tell.
phone?
I didn't tell her to pick up the phone.
It wasn't no Zoom.
Yeah.
But still, you never did. You never touched her or nothing while she was on the phone.
I've hit a
her,
girl while she was on the
tickling.
phone, but I mean that's on her.
But you never did that.
Yeah, but it wasn't exposed
That's
Y'all
to.
some-
that's
no,
straight
I-
nasty. Move on. That's just straight trifling.
Jeff, you're changing, man. Once he became a model, this nigga
Yeah,
is.
see, that's what models do.
Yeah,
Models
yeah,
do that stuff.
Yeah.
He stepped into
Yeah,
that world.
we've
That's
changed.
that early morning.
Want to shout out Guy Torry. His movie is on Amazon Prime, which premieres today,
Yes.
called Fat Tuesdays. It's a documentary on Black Tuesdays at the Comedy Store.
And the funniest line, one of the funny lines is they asked Cat Williams, "How did you find out about Fat Tuesday? How did you find out about Jesus?"
Now, was you involved in that?
So what? And then what else y'all saying?
I
Yeah,
know. He
well-
called me asking me for people's number, but didn't put me in it.
Did you ever perform at Fat Tuesdays?
I think I was.
Who, me?
No, any of you.
I think I had.
I didn't think
I did. I did a couple times. You was a part of it. Oh, remember we did the interview with Guy? Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that was sensitive.
I'm in it.
Wow, she made the cut.
Oh, you didn't make the cut? He interviewed you? That is hilarious. He interviewed you, but you.
When Guy
I never got interviewed.
when Guy like
I didn't get
was on the
interviewed.
road,
Mm-hmm.
he was the host.
Oh wow, that's pretty bad.
wow.
So you were the host while he
Oh.
was gone.
I have no comment.
Did you host on
Wow,
Wednesdays and not
that's-
Tuesdays?
Interesting.
I have no comment.
That is not nice.
Okay, well, moving on.
Thank you.
Speaking of documentaries,
Well, Guy's not in Melanie's movie either. So.
I had the opportunity to see the Bill Cosby documentary and the Hugh Hefner Secrets of Playboy.
I did not see the Bill Cosby, but I want to say something on that because I
Okay.
said something online. I think it's, it's funny how we keep going after the black man. Now Bill Cosby did his time, and
Correct that. It was vacated. He didn't do his time.
Well-
he did not. He was not convicted. He didn't.
he
do
wasn't
time.
exactly. And he should. First of all, he shouldn't even been in jail.
Right. So he.
Okay,
it
can
wasn't
we-
time.
So let me. You're right. I'm gonna rephrase that in terms. He did time in prison that he wasn't supposed to do, and so I refused to watch the documentary because, someone was talking about R. Kelly the other day. And I'm like, there's some woman said something about one line. I heard R. Kelly's song and it just really disturbed me, and I was like, and she wasn't even one of the people. It's to the point where, hey, he's in prison. Okay, you got him. Let's move on. Cosby for whatever it is, did jail time when it wasn't supposed to do it. I'm not saying whether he did was right or wrong, but I'm not gonna support. Keep supporting this shit.
I agree with you
on attacking the
on
black
that
man.
because of the whole situation with the girl getting the money years ago.
Over $2 million sent to college
to drop the charges, and so that whole situation was shady. But I brought this up because I watched also The Secrets of Playboy, which is about Hugh Hefner. And it's just interesting that they waited for him to die to put out this documentary, but they didn't wait for Bill to die. They just put it out. But the Playboy one, it's amazing how Hugh Hefner got away with
a lot.
Everything that Bill has been accused of, R. Kelly's been accused of,
having women up in the house.
Epstein's been accused of. He slid through his 70 years doing Playboy without a single charge. Now they had people in his camp that they had cleanup people that kept everything that could have harmed Playboy out of the public. So they had a scene on there on the Playboy one about Don Cornelius.
Yeah.
What about that? What context?
That he went out with 3 of the playmates, brought them back to his house, and held them captive for 3 days, abusing them, sodomizing them with a broomstick. They said that they kept that out of the public and cleaned that up because they didn't want police coming around Playboy Mansion.
How did he kidnap them?
They went home with him at a club. He didn't kidnap them.
Well,
they went with him, but
exactly.
But they probably got there and he didn't let them out.
Look, I don't know if that's true or not. But this is what I'm gonna say though, and to that, I knew Don Cornelius, and I know his son
Tony.
And very good friend of mine. So I am not going
JC
to
with Tony.
Excuse me?
Went to junior college
Yeah,
with Tony.
I'm not going to give that. Don is no longer here. He had an issue and he had his mental issue and he killed himself. And I'm not going to get into that. Me personally.
Okay,
everybody else
you don't have to. I'm just delivering the news
but I'm saying,
and what I saw in the documentary.
Yeah.
A lot of...
But you see, they always go after the black man on all of these docs.
It's not going just after the black man. They're talking about Hugh Hefner.
This is the first one, though. I'm talking about Hugh Hefner,
but
yes.
They
but
said
still.
that was the worst incident.
They said that was the worst out of all the shit that Hugh did for 30, 50 years.
Look, I'm just delivering it. You had your personal relationship with Don Cornelius.
It's not even it's not even about Don Cornelius, but think about it though.
But
all of the
can I finish?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I didn't know she was part of
so
the
what
shit.
else in the documentary was the girls. You made me lose my whole thing now with that whole Don Cornelius. It wasn't just about Don Cornelius, really. It wasn't. It was about all the dark shit. Well, that's what the woman on the show was saying it was. But they had cleanup people that kept these things a secret.
Right.
And
so how did Bill get out, and how did everybody else get? R. Kelly get out, and they didn't have cleanup people, huh?
No, they didn't. What's his name? Hef probably felt like he had a lot to lose with that whole image and that whole empire. So he protected it by. But someone in the chat room brought up a very good point. The Bill Cosby documentary was boring as fuck. It was very boring. It was not any real.
You want to know why it was boring?
New news. It was just.
But it probably was boring because, and I'm not saying what happened with drugs and doping and all that, but in the 70s and then at that time, everybody was doing something.
But that's what they were saying. It's parallel to Hugh Hefner because he was doing the same thing to girls. He was giving them quaaludes. He called them the thigh openers.
Right.
That's what Hugh called them.
Mm-hmm.
Hugh was dirty. He was dirty. When you watch that documentary, it's just amazing at the stuff that he was able
to get away
to
with.
get away with.
Can I ask everybody a question? Because and this is an honest
He
question.
even
I'm
had
asking.
young underage girls too.
Can I-
You know,
yeah.
so
Anybody can answer the question, and I don't know the answer. And I'm not being sarcastic or trying to be unapologetic or disrespectful. But if a person takes a Quaalude or something like that, and you get drugged up, no matter if you don't know what happened or do you know what happened, are you back in your right mindset the next day? I just want to know.
I don't know.
Okay.
what was the question? I'm sorry.
Have you ever taken the Quaalude?
No. I've been drugged before when I had to go to the hospital to the point where I didn't know where the heck I was. But I'm asking that question is because you're talking about Quaaludes or you're talking about drugs, and we know it can alter your thoughts and get you taken advantage of. But when do we the next day come back and say, hey, something happened to me? When do you look at yourself and go, something happened, and you report it?
I mean, some people
No,
probably.
a lot of these girls did report it, but a lot of the women took it willingly because he told them that it relaxes them to relax. It helps you,
But
relax.
after the fact of taking it, I'm asking, if something happened to you that you did not want to happen to you, did they report them? Did you go out and tell the police?
Not the Playboy,
Of course not.
the Playboy bunnies.
And nor would Bill Cosby.
They
Because
had
some of those women
they
were
had
married
their
and were in
own-
relationships.
They had their own in-house doctor.
Yes.
They had their police on the payroll. Plus, Hugh Hefner had cameras at every single place you can imagine on that property. So he had blackmail material on every single person that came through there. So he had politicians there. He had celebrities there. There were cameras in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Is Playboy magazine still?
Yep.
Yes, but
So
it's
why don't they try to
supposedly-
get?
It's supposedly no longer owned by the Hefner family.
That doesn't make a difference.
So
Okay. Next.
Dig it.
Wow.
Nick Cannon
Luckily,
is expecting his 8th baby,
Heard that. Nick is getting it in.
and he apologizes to his 5 baby mamas because he's issued an apology for his part in any pain or confusion regarding his most recent baby announcement, because a few months ago
The other one just passed.
he lost his 5-month-old. So and the new baby obviously is not from the baby mama who lost the baby. So they felt he was a little insensitive about announcing that information so close to the loss of his last child.
Was it that, or that he had to announce it?
He said I wish to always protect and respect the privacy of the mothers of all my children. I really want to be sincere whether that's someone who is new or someone who has had my child. I have much admiration for everyone in my life, and I believe I failed to do so Monday.
Well, then
So
wear a condom.
this has been less than he has 8 kids.
Yeah, well, okay. You can take care of him. That's his thing. It's
Yeah, I
5
mean he
different mothers,
can take care of them.
5 different mothers.
afford.
Hopefully, the kids grow up. The ones who are alive grow up healthy and they get to see him whenever they can. Well, they can watch him
On TV.
All right, that's my 2 cents.
I mean, he's that's Nick Cannon is Nick Cannon. I mean, he's cool. I mean, that's his. Yeah, we good. Tony Rock said we're good. Tony Rock's here.
You seeing them?
Yeah, that's why he said he's good. I'm going to introduce him. If P says we were good.
He's not in the room yet, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Do you know Tony?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good with Tony. I love Tony.
Tell him ready when you are.
I met him a couple times. I don't know him well enough to go into his green room.
Oh my God. Okay, so somebody cracked on Dannon.
Well, they always
What they
crack
say?
with me.
What they say?
Don't even read it to
He
me.
said-
Don't read it to me.
It's not bad.
All right,
It says,
I'm
cannabinoids might be good for Dannon. The cotton mouth side effects would counteract all that mouth
what?
moisture.
The cotton mouth side effect.
So pull up. Rock's next.
Okay, I see Dannon's getting a little sensitive.
I'm sensitive today.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
We're going to leave you alone.
Oh,
okay,
please,
so
let him get
Take that shit.
Tony's
Fuck.
in the room.
Hey, listen. Okay, this is a treat because this is like the first true star we've had on the show.
Yes.
Everybody else has been.
Everybody's been either has been or someone wants to make it.
Everyone else has been in Melody's movie.
Right.
He is actor, comedian, writer, producer, director. Has appeared on such TV shows and films as Everyone Hates Chris, All of Us, Comedy Central, Howard Stern Show, and all the
Stern
Think Like a
wrong.
Man movies. And he's hosted Apollo Live. And he's currently starring as a new loving father to his son, which he's most proud of.
Way to go, Tom.
And,
I didn't
he
know you
has-
was getting it in.
You know, it's funny because when I asked him about years before he had his kid, I was like, "You don't have any children?" He's like, "No, my pull-out game is good." So please welcome the one and only
Failed this time.
Tony
It's
Rock.
good.
Tony Rock. T-Rock!
How are you, Mr. Rock?
What a toe.
What's up, gentlemen? How are you?
We're
Good.
good.
up,
We're
Tony?
good.
And it's funny.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
No, thank you for adding to our show. Now
Yeah.
it's actually legit.
It's going to be a great show now.
Yeah,
It's
legit.
always been legit.
Yeah,
It's just-
no, it has not.
It has.
Let's just be honest. It
It
has
has.
not.
Wait, should I turn this light off behind me? Is that
No, trust me. It's
See them up?
You kind of white balanced out a little bit. See what it looks like.
You have a clapper? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's better.
is that, now
Okay.
you're lighting
Well,
technician?
I'm a director, too. I mean, he
Yeah,
knew.
He knew the lighting was bad.
We all
Sorry, Tony. Not everybody directs movies like us, but go ahead.
Lewis is overwhelmed because you're here.
Yeah, I'm excited because I consider him a star. Yeah, so I'm excited.
Oh, that's the OG. Lewis is the OG, man. He doesn't even understand the esteem that myself and my brothers hold him, and we just like saw him on TV. We saw him doing stand up. We always been connected to Lewis. Like, yo, we would see him before I even knew him. Like, yo, that's the guy from
Oh,
So
wow.
Do you
we
know?
have
Do you know
nothing but respect
outside
for
of
the
that?
OG.
Do you know outside that he's an asshole?
Hey,
Well, everybody got to have a little bit of asshole in them
Yes.
to keep the bullshit away.
well, everybody's got a little one, Tony, so it's...
Now, first of all, congratulations. Your son, is he a year old yet?
Yeah, he'll be 2 in May.
Oh,
He'll be 2 in
okay.
May.
Oh, wow, T. Okay.
Wow. Now,
So this is a
go.
pandemic baby.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
There you go.
now, first of all, when you found out, were you excited? When you found out you were going to be a father?
Absolutely. No, we were trying to have a baby. It's
Okay.
not like I just got a phone call like, "Hey, are you sitting down? We need to talk."
You ain't get
I
that.
didn't get a phone call from some girl in Cleveland like, "Hey,
You didn't get.
They do get down in Cleveland, too.
You didn't get that phone call. Let me holler at you.
They get down in Cleveland.
They get down in Cleveland.
So you and your wife. So where were you when she told you?
Tony, you married now?
We've been together for 6-7 years.
She knows his mother's maiden name, so they're married.
Okay. That's okay. Congratulations again.
So
Thank you, sir.
So-
Yeah, so I was home and she just came in and said, "Hey, it took."
Damn.
now, did you feel a boy right away, or did you?
No, I didn't. You know, it's interesting. I didn't want to know. She was going to the ultrasounds and everything, and I didn't want to see the pictures. I didn't want to know boy or girl because it's the last surprise left in the world when
Wow.
the child is born,
I got
what
it.
it's going to be.
Got it.
So,
So
you didn't have a
I-
reveal party?
I didn't have a reveal party.
Wow.
I didn't want to know. I just had I have a bunch of brothers, so everybody was on standby at the stores. So as soon as I called, boy, start shopping. Girl,
Okay.
start shopping.
Wow.
Okay.
Now that's interesting because you have 7 brothers and 2 sisters.
Yes,
So where do you fall in that?
I am 4th born. I was raised with the let the nigga do it mantra.
Okay.
The fourth-
Because your parents have that first baby and they're so protective. Don't let him hit his head. Watch
Right.
him. Oh, be careful. Then you have another baby and it's like, okay, it's not gonna hurt him if he does it. Then the third baby's like, I guess by the time they get to 4, it's like, man, let that nigga eat dirt if you want to eat dirt. Let him go outside.
He'll
you
make
don't
it.
need a coat on.
Yeah.
I was that kid.
He'll make it.
Let him cross the street on his own. Yeah.
You were born
Yeah.
You were born in Brooklyn, and
Bed-Stuy. Shout out to Bed-Stuy.
you've been in L.A. What was that transformation like for you? When from New York to L.A. What was your most thing that you had to adjust to?
I had to adjust to everything because I really never envisioned myself living in California. I never planned on it. It was never, when I was doing comedy in New York, it was never, hey, one day I'm going to make the move to LA. I never wanted to live there. And then I went out for, I did Montreal Comedy Festival. It went very well. I got invited to LA, which I was always told. You don't go to LA until you're invited to LA. Because if you go before you're invited, you're just out there and nobody knows you're there. and you never want to be that person trying to start all over again, unknown. So after the Montreal Comedy Festival, it went very well. I started getting offers and deals. And then my management said, hey, it's time to take the trip to LA. We went out to LA for pilot season. I got offered a holding deal. I turned it down. I took my chances with pilot season. I booked nothing. I went back to New York and worked and just was in every comedy club making money and working. And I was very comfortable with that. And then I went back out for pilot season and I booked all of us.
So why?
And I had to move to LA when it got picked up.
Right.
So why did you turn the holding deal down?
Because you know how holding deals work. For the people that don't know, a holding deal is a network will offer you a bunch of money to kind of be under their umbrella, but you can't take meetings with any other networks. So the holding deal was with UPN.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that my chances of getting a deal with Fox was still there, with possibly ABC or NBC with a major was still there, coming off of all of the positive feedback I was getting from my Montreal set. So rather than take myself out of the game, we decided, let's play the game. We're here to play the game. Let's turn that down and see what happens with NBC and ABC and CBS and Fox. And then ultimately, I didn't get a deal from those guys. So I didn't get the money. But then fast forward 2 years later, I ended up working with UPN anyway when I booked all of us.
There you go.
What were you when you first got the call for all of us? What was the most exciting part? Working with Will Smith or working with Lisa Ray or just the show?
Wait, when I first got the call that I
that
got the part or just the audition?
No, that you booked all
you
of
got
us.
it.
You
When you
got the part.
Oh, it was the best. I was walking down. I remember it like it was yesterday. Me and one of my best friends, Jason, we were walking down 14th Street in Manhattan. We were going to the Papayas, the spot in New York where you get 50 cent hot dogs.
No,
I haven't seen it, but go ahead.
So there's a spot in New York. There are quite a few around the city. You get like 2 hot dogs and a drink for $2.
Right.
And Jason and I were walking there. We were still broke. We didn't have any money. And we walk into the papaya spot and my phone rang and it was a young lady. She said, hold Tony Rock. I said, this is he. She said, hold for Will Smith. And I hit my boy Jason like, yo, Will Smith is on the phone right now. So I put it on speakerphone so we could both listen. And Will came on like, T-Rock, what's up, baby? And I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? And he goes, you ready to work? You ready to work? And I said, yeah. And he goes, show got picked up. I need you in LA on September 9th or whatever day it was. And it was like July. It was like August. It was like August 3rd, something like that. I need you in LA September 9th. We start filming. And that was it. It was like the show got picked up. I got to move to LA. I got to start making arrangements to get to California. And I was sad. I was sad that I had to leave.
Damn, so you wasn't like that the time when you got the information to the time you came out, it wasn't like that excitement type of.
No,
Wow.
I'm New York. I'm Brooklyn to the core.
Right.
I was sad. I was like, I'm not going to be in Brooklyn anymore. And then when I got to LA and, met Dwyane, Dwyane and I had knew each other because Dwyane and I grew up about 7 minutes away from each other.
Wow.
Okay, right.
So in Brooklyn, everybody that's doing something positive, let me rephrase that. Everybody that's doing something positive in Brooklyn, they all know each other.
Okay.
Everybody that's doing something negative in Brooklyn, they all know each other.
Right.
The circle, yeah.
So Dwyane and I knew each other, but we hadn't been pals. We hadn't had the camaraderie that we got from this show. So when I got to the set, it was like, hey, what's up, man? What's good? Hey, I'm from up the hill. Yeah, I'm from down the hill. And it just took off from there.
Wow.
So what?
And keep in mind, all of us, I was the only guy that nobody had ever seen before.
Right.
Right.
Kamani had done Daddy Daycare. Lisa Ray had done Players Club. Dwayne Martin had done several things.
Right.
Yeah.
Terry J. Vaughn was on a bunch of stuff. Elise Neal was on a bunch of stuff. And I was this skinny dude that they took a chance on and said, let's see what happens.
Right.
Pay it off. There you
What
go.
what part of you was most proud, and what when you got the call from Will Smith? What made you say, yeah, you pat yourself on the back, and what was it?
One thing was that I knew that I had beat out a lot of competition. I knew that because the first audition, I went on that first audition, and I just remember the entire hallway was packed with every young Black comedian actor that I had ever seen before.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, I can't say who was in the hallway, who wasn't, but I remember seeing so many people reading for this one part. Wow. And just to know that it went from 200 people to 50 to 20 to 7 to 3 to me, that was very, 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 I was very proud of that. I was very proud of that accomplishment.
So let me ask you a question. Did you have to test? Like, did it get down to you? And like when I was up for Raven Simone show. I made it down to the last 3 people. That's what Raven. So it got down to the guy that got it.
You and Rondell Sheridan.
Yeah, Rondell and the other.
Yeah, but Rondell was
Johnson.
better.
No, Rondell wasn't.
I didn't see you doing it.
And but that's a good point. It's a good point because the point I'm saying is when you go up there to test, or when I went up to test, it was me and Johnson, the guy that was from a house party, the big dude that was my boy, the brother from Buffalo, New York. Anyway, we're there and we don't see Rondell. You know who it is in Mouth. And Rondell's not there, but we're testing. So we're going up against the network, with network the whole time. And then Rondell comes in like about a half an hour, 45 minutes later. We're like, who that? And then it was like, we just thought it was 2 of us. And then he got it. Did you have to test against anybody, or was it just like, Will gave you the call and it was like, you good?
All right, so here's a great story. I hope that I hope 1 million people see this story right here.
Is it long?
No,
So,
it's 17. We only have 17 listeners.
I go on the audition. I get the call back. It's as more callbacks you get, it's less people you going in the room. So it's 100 people reading for the part. Then it's like I said, then it's 10 people reading for the part. And my last audition, I go in, and I believe my audition was like at 10 o'clock. And I got there at 9 o'clock because I wasn't taking any chances with traffic. I was like, I'm going to sit in the hallway and just wait until it's my time. And I get there at 9 o'clock, and the only other person there was Will Smith.
Wow.
And he says, hey, you're early. And I say, yeah, I wasn't taking any chances with the traffic, man. This is a big opportunity for me. So I wasn't going to be the guy that showed up late. And plus, I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I'm always ahead of schedule. Like, if the interview's at 3, I'm there at 2:55, 2:45. I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
If the audition's at 5, I'm there at 4:45. I just do that to show professionalism and show people that I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready to go. So I get there at 9 o'clock, and Will's there, and none of the other networks are there. None of the people from the studio's there, and Will sits out in the hallway with me, and we talk for an hour. We talk about Philadelphia. We talk about New York. We talk about pizza. We talk about girls in LA versus East Coast. We talk about everything. We just sit there, and it's just 2 guys having a conversation.
There you go.
Wow. And then the suits walk in, and they go in the room, and then the network comes in, studio comes in, and assistants, and everybody starts coming in with laptops and setting up cameras. And they say, Will, when you're ready. And Will gets up and walks in the room, and he turns around and says, hey, you nervous? And I go, well, I was a little nervous when I got here, but we sat here and kind of had a conversation, so you kind of calmed me down. And he said, I don't want to make you nervous, but you would really have to fuck this up to not get this part because you're the only person testing today.
Damn. Damn. So, wow, that's a great story.
Congrats.
Yeah. So I go in, and I just got to do it. I go in, and I really realize, like, I just got to do what I've been doing every audition.
Wow.
And it's going to work out. And I remember Les Moonves from the head of CBS, who runs, they ran UPN at the time, now CW. He was watching on a feed. So there was a camera on top of the screen where we were reading. And as soon as I finished reading, and then Will read with me, by the way. Mm-hmm. And as soon as I finished my audition, the phone rang, and Will picked it up, and it was like, yeah, Les. Yeah. And then as I'm walking out the room, so I'm like, they're either saying that's the guy, or they're saying that's absolutely not the guy.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And they called and said, you're the guy.
Well, congratulations. What a great story.
Yeah, that is a good story.
What a great story.
Now, is your wife from the East Coast?
My wife is from Germany. My wife is from Gütersloh, Germany. She's black. We were about to side.
They got black Germans over there.
But Tom, we was about to side eye you for a second. Like,
I knew she was black because of the baby.
Well, we haven't seen the baby yet.
I've seen pictures of the baby.
That's good.
No, that's
She's
good.
German chocolate. My wife's father is African from Togo.
Okay.
And her mother is the whitest white woman you would ever see in your life.
Wow.
Good. Wow.
Now, how did y'all meet?
Yeah. She was actually at a show I did in Hollywood. I did when I used to do All Deaf with Russell Simmons. We did the Wednesday night show.
Oh yeah.
And she came to a show one night, and my niece was there. A lot of people mistake my niece for my daughter because I always have her with me.
The light-skinned girl.
So yeah.
You know what's funny? No disrespect. I used to think y'all was dating. No, for real, because Tony said it. They're together all the time, and she's not.
Yeah.
She doesn't. She's grown woman. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I was like,
my sister's my right hand.
Right,
My
right,
sister's
yeah.
my right hand.
Good people.
So what separated her, your wife, from all the other women? Did you know right then and there?
No. You know what? She knew, and she just wouldn't let up.
Damn.
Good.
Okay.
I listen. I still wanted to be a playboy. I still wanted to live the Hollywood lifestyle. She was just like, no, it's over. Say goodbye.
Good.
Wow.
Good. You look really happy.
And you listened.
You look really happy.
Yeah, you look good, T.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very happy. The baby's the best thing that ever happened in my life.
Now let me ask you this:
Wait,
out of
hold
all the
up,
Rock brothers,
hold up. You don't say he looks good. You say he looks happy.
No, but okay.
You don't do that. You
Now,
don't
oh,
tell
my
a New
bad.
York guy you look good.
Hey man, you look okay.
Yeah. No, now it look like he was in rehab. You can't say that. You
Oh,
gotta
my
say-
bad. Hey, Tone,
I want to know.
you look happy, man.
I want to know out of all the Rock brothers, can y'all ball?
Oh, I can ball.
I don't know.
The rest of my brothers play for exercise. I really play.
No, do you have game though?
I got game. Yes.
Okay, he thinks he's our resident baller. He thinks he can ball.
UNLV
No,
over
I know
here.
I can ball. I know I can ball.
I could give you some buckets. I'll give you some buckets.
All right.
Okay.
Now, we have to ask him what we have a thing where we were asking
Who are you?
different comedians
Okay.
who
Yeah.
you are as far as basketball.
Right.
Like who's
We
Like
said
LeBron.
we said Kevin Hart was like what, the
your
LeBron,
brother
did we
would
say?
be Chris. Who would you say Chris would be?
No, Chris is up there. So that
yeah,
would be-
Chris has won championships. I would say he's
We can't say
Oh,
Jordan.
compared. You're
Yeah.
saying compared to basketball.
yeah, compared to basketball.
So like your brother would be like.
So who would your brother be?
Yeah. Who would you say your brother is?
My brother is Dr. J.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Why is that? That's
No,
interesting.
I'd say he won more championships
Yeah.
than Dr. J.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I say that because Dr. J begat this guy, and then that guy begat that guy. So
Okay.
if it depending on your generation,
Okay.
you're gonna say Michael Jordan.
Right.
But
Okay.
Dr. J was Michael Jordan before Michael Jordan.
Right.
Right.
Depending on your
Okay.
generation, you'll
But
say
then-
Kobe Bryant. But
but then-
Dr. J was Kobe Bryant before Kobe Bryant.
He's the
But
first
then
one
if
that
you're
ever
gonna
said
go
something
that
like
route,
that.
if you're gonna go all the way back to that, and then you have to say Connie Hawkins was Dr. J before then.
Yeah, but see, that's your generation. I'm
right,
not familiar
but
with Connie
I was-
Hawkins.
He's a New Yorker though.
All right, so
Connie
Oh,
Hawkins.
yeah,
Connie
Connie Hawkins from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
yeah, so now you can be modest about it.
No, Kevin Hart would be who?
Who did we say?
We said,
I forgot.
I forgot. My question.
We
Who
gave-
were you?
We gave David Chappelle.
Kevin
Jordan.
Hart would be Kevin Hart would got to be somebody that's like changed the game some kind of way.
Steph
So
Curry.
Kevin Hart would be Steph Curry.
I just said
Okay.
it. Steph
All
Curry.
right,
Yeah.
Steph Curry. Okay.
Now you can be modest. Who will you be?
Yeah.
I would be Dwyane Wade
Yeah, that's a good choice. That's
All right.
good.
Why?
Yeah, one
Why?
championship.
Okay.
No.
Why? Why Dwyane Wade? Though?
because my championships would be always tied to somebody else.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I could.
So you
yeah.
say? So you saying you tied to your brother?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's inevitable. So if I
Okay.
win a chip, Dwyane Wade won a chip. Oh, Shaq did it.
Or
Dwyane
LeBron?
Wade won a chip again. Oh, it's because of Chris Bosh and
Or
LeBron.
LeBron? Okay.
Everything Tony Rock does is it's Chris's brother. So I would always be tied to. We're always gonna be tied together forever.
Right.
Yeah, but you won your first one on your own with
Yeah.
all of us.
Right.
You won your first
Yeah,
one. Yeah,
yeah,
you won, so like
yeah.
Dwyane Wade won his first one on his own, but you won.
But
Well, not
we're
really
still
because he had
tied.
Shaq.
We're still-
Yeah.
we're still
yeah.
connected.
He had Shaq though. Come on.
Yeah. No, his
see,
first one was with Alonzo and them.
Shaquille was
No,
one of the
Shaq
first
was there.
one, bro.
Shaq was there.
Shaq was on his
Shaq-
first one.
Yeah, Shaq
Yeah.
came from LA and won the
Yeah.
first year there.
But his first one to me would be, you would be in honesty, it would be Chauncey Billups.
No, Chauncey
with
Billups
the,
didn't
with
win
the
no champ.
Pistons. He won with the.
He
with
won
the
two
Pistons.
back to back.
Yeah. with
No,
the
that was a great
Pistons.
team though. That was an
Yeah.
ensemble.
Yeah, but-
Chauncey didn't do that by himself.
Yeah.
Right. That was
Okay.
I go with Dwyane Wade.
No, I could. Yeah, Dwyane Wade. I
go
like
with
that.
Dwyane. I go
Yeah.
with Dwyane
I say
Wade.
Dwyane Wade and booking all of us was remember Dwyane Wade in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
with
Marquette.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was his breakout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
his
all of
breakout
us for me.
moment,
It was
yeah.
like, oh, let's take notice to this guy.
Right.
Okay.
That was Dwyane Wade at Marquette in the NCAA tournament. It
Yeah.
was like this guy's gonna be a problem.
Hey,
That was all of us.
let me ask
And
you a question.
then
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
and then everything else would be, the championships are tied to somebody else.
That's good.
How do you feel, since we talk about being tied, because I remember we were doing Chocolate Sundays at the time, and everybody was talking about Chris Rock's brothers coming out. Like nobody really knew who you were. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about being tied to your brother? Do you have any sibling rivalry, or y'all just good? What is that?
No sibling rivalry, and I totally understand it because it's almost a testament to how good my brother is. That's what it is. People don't realize that. I look at it for what it really is.
Right.
He's so good that anybody else behind him is like, oh, that's Chris Rock's brother.
Right.
Now, if they don't, no disrespect, but they don't say Guy Torry is Joe Torry's brother because they equal.
Right. Yeah. And that's the rivalry is them because both of them.
They don't say Sean Wayans is Damon Wayans' brother because Damon's blows him away.
Right.
Now how's Jordan?
But they say Tony and Chris because it's like, damn, depending on what you like, you could go either way.
Right.
Yeah.
Now where does Jordan fit in that?
Oh, Jordan's my favorite comedian Jordan's my favorite comedian in the world right now.
You know,
his brother.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question about that though. Why did he? Because he was actually making big noise out here. Why did he go back east?
Jordan is more of a realist. Jordan is he came when he booked the show on Netflix. He booked the show Love on Netflix. They paid for him to move to LA. They paid the show shoots in LA. We're gonna give you a stipend to move all your stuff. Once the show got canceled, he's like, I'm going right back home because I'm not gonna be out here and play this game. And
like that.
Hopefully I get a part. I'm gonna go back home, work, live comfortably, and then if the opportunity arises to come back out, then I'll do that. But he's like, he's comfortable. He's the baby, so he can always go get a hot plate of food for my mother.
Right.
And all of the brothers take care of him. And,
So really, he's probably the smartest one out of all of y'all. Like, look.
He absolutely is. Yeah. I should have left as soon as all of us got canceled. I should have went back home.
Now, how did we way past this? But how did you get into stand-up?
Oh man, great question. So I'll try to make it short, but it's a long story. So
it's okay, Tony. We got 5 minutes.
My father is the oldest of 15 children.
Golly. Wow. Y'all be getting it.
Okay. Just to give you a picture for you. My father's the oldest of 15.
Wow.
My father is the big uncle to all my nephews and nieces. All my cousins, all my girl cousins and boy cousins. My dad is the big uncle. To all of my uncles, my dad and aunts, my dad is big bro. So whatever big bro says goes.
Okay.
And my father's extremely family oriented. So every one of my siblings' birthdays, my father would have a cookout or a birthday party for my siblings and myself. And he would demand that all of his brothers and sisters show up with all of their children.
Wow. So that was a hell of a party you guys had.
Yes. And every birthday, I can't remember a birthday that wasn't a house full of rocks and cousins and nieces and just running around the house. And I have uncles that have literally missed their calling. I have uncles that are so funny, they could go on stage right now and wing it and do a hot 10.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, I'm a comedian, so I know how hard and difficult a hot 10 is.
Right.
They could do a hot 10 right now.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
So I just remember from my childhood, my uncles telling stories with all of my family around, right? And I just remember how captivated everybody in the room would be watching this one guy tell this amazing story. And I just thought that was a superpower, to be able to stand there in a backyard and tell a story and people are spitting their food out and laughing and crying and holding their stomachs. And I just thought, damn, if I could do that, that would be amazing if I could be able to do that. Then my parents would go up. My father would take my mother out to lunch sometimes. My dad was a very loving father and husband. He would take my mom out for lunch or take her out shopping, and the brothers would be left to their own devices. And I would go and listen to their records and put on, Ray Charles, and I would go put on Commodores. And then one day I put this Richard Pryor album on. And it's almost like my ears were baptized. Like I had never heard anything like this to compare it to other than my uncle in the backyard. And I thought, damn, like this is incredible. And I would go to school and tell Richard Pryor jokes on the school bus. And my mother was a teacher at the school I went to. So when I would get in trouble, teachers would send me to my mother's classroom, not the principal's office.
That's funny.
And one of the teachers told my mother, "Hey, I think he's in class doing Richard Pryor. I think It sounds familiar. He's telling. So my mother, we get home and she's like, "Were you listening to this?" And I said, "Yeah." She's like, "That's what he does." She had to explain to me. That's his job. He travels the world. He does this and he does movies and TV shows and he gets paid to do this. And I'm thinking, well, I saw, Uncle Jerome do the same thing and he's not. And she's like, "Yeah, it's different." And when I saw Richard Pryor on TV the first time, I said, "That's it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that."
Now, you seem, that was a long story, but
I knew it.
That was the short version.
Now it really is interesting to me that you have such a male upbringing and a male foundation. What does your wife teach you about being more on the sensitive side that helps you?
Ooh, that's a good one. Well, I have two sisters that I love like tremendously. Like I say this all the time. I don't care about like people's lists, who's the best, who's funny, who's not. But I don't care about none of that. As long as my sisters think I'm funny, right. I'm good.
Are they in
anything I do in Hollywood? I do a TV show. I don't care what the critics say. I don't care if my sister says good job. I'm good. That's all. My sister's happiness is the most important to me. Wow. When I got my first check from shooting the pilot for all of us, the first thing I did was pay my sister's college tuition.
Wow.
They're younger than you?
They're both younger. Yes, they're both younger. And that's it. Like, so excuse me?
No, he gave me a look like.
I was looking at him that was a dumb question.
That's not a dumb question. You could love your sister, could be older, and you still pay for it. What is the wrong with you?
No, he would have said I paid my sister's student loan off. But it's obvious that they're younger because to me,
what? To you. It's always to you, Louis.
Well, it should be. I'm okay, but I want
you see what I got to deal with?
What are two things that is going to be most important for you to teach your son?
Okay. First and foremost, get the work done first. Mm-hmm. Get the work done first. Because young people, especially when my son's going to get to an age where hanging out with dad, hopefully, God forbid it never happens, but you're going to get to an age where like hanging out with dad's not on top of his list, not a big priority. So it's like he got his own life. And when he gets to that point, then it's the girls and the parties and clothes and sneakers and, maybe getting a car one day. And a lot of times I notice that teenagers, they want to do all that other stuff, that cool stuff, and skip the work.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But the work makes that all possible.
Right.
So, like, I know he's going to want to go to party. Dad, can I go to a party? It's the biggest party of the year. Get the work done first. When you get the work done first, that makes everything else better. Mm-hmm. And what I'm saying is like miss a party when you're in the 9th grade. Miss a party in the 10th grade. Don't worry about your clothes in the 11th grade. Don't worry about how cool you are and how popular you are in 12th grade. Get the work done first. Pay attention to the work. Because then when you get the work done first, the girls are finer, the parties are better, the money's bigger, the cars are nicer. Mm-hmm. And if you don't get the work done first, then in the future, you end up working for someone that got the work done first.
Right.
So now you resent your job, you resent your boss, because you're looking at the manifestation of what it looks like to get the work done first.
Great.
So get the work done first. It makes everything else better in the end.
Oh, that's great. That's great advice.
What if you're just a player and a pimp?
You'll be like us.
getting the work
working here with 17 listeners interviewing him. So get the work done first. What any subject that you won't touch in comedy?
Yeah.
No.
There you go.
So that's a straight up answer.
And why is that?
Because it's all about your writing. First of all, everything is funny. Everything is funny if you give it enough time. You can't say a 9/11 joke on 9/12.
Right. Too soon.
Right. Gotcha.
But 2 years later, let's go. Now the onus is on the comedian. If you're a true comedian, how are you going to write this joke that's going to be funny, not offensive, and also have some thought behind it?
Right.
The best comics, in my opinion, their material has thought behind it. So it's not just laughing. Just laughing is a pie in the face.
Yeah.
You're
laugh and think. That's what the real comics do.
You're on a no remorse comedy tour right now. And,
yes, shout out to Mike Epps.
But when you do some dates, because I've noticed you have like Joe Fox open for you. How do you choose who's and why they open for you? What do you look for when you?
Okay, so I used to be Tracy Morgan's opening act.
Mm-hmm.
And Tracy Morgan gave me so much game when I was in that green room waiting between shows. I just remember like just some of the stuff that Tracy would tell me. And Tracy would always say, like, when you get in my position, do the same thing for the next guy. You don't owe me anything. Just do the same thing for the next guy when you're in my seat.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And I remember vividly, I'll try to be short again. We did Caroline's Comedy Club one night. And I went on stage and I was on fire. I was in New York and I was, making my name in New York and paying my dues. And I went on stage that first show and I was on fire. And I came off stage and Tracy said, "You're done. You're done." And I thought I did something wrong. And he's like, "You're done. I don't want you featuring for me anymore. You're done." And I was upset because I thought maybe I offended him and maybe I did something on stage that he was going to talk about and I stepped on his material. I didn't know what was going on.
Right.
And then he said, "I don't want you featuring for me anymore. Go be a star. I'm holding you back, keeping you as a feature." And then he said, "You see all those comics on the wall in the back of the club? Like comics would come every night and just line the walls to watch Tracy. You see all those guys? Those guys would be happy for me, would be happy featuring for me forever. I don't want that for you. You're a star. You're done. Go be a star." And that was the last night I featured for Tracy Morgan. But I never forgot. He said, "Do the same thing for the next comic when you're in my position." And as soon as I got that seat where I was the headliner and I was selling tickets and I could, dictate the show somewhat, I said, "Hey, I want to start bringing my own features." And they let me bring my own features. And I would just pick guys that I knew weren't going out that much, that I thought were really funny, that I thought really had material that, people would like. And, they had a little thought behind the stuff they were doing. They wasn't just pie in the face. And I started taking guys on the road. And as I started taking guys on the road, the same thing would happen. I took Leonard Oots, and Leonard Oots got bumped up to headliner. I took Jordan Rock got bumped up to headliner. So now I have Joe Fox and I have Trey Elliott, and hopefully one day they'll say, "Hey man, I can't feature because I'm headlining this week in another city." And that'll be that's all due to Tracy. Tracy gave me that gym, and I'm always going to do that.
Well, them guys are no longer welcome at the Dime.
No, Joe Fox is a nice guy, but I don't see him bumping up the feature. He'll be with you for a while.
See, we don't have this kind of conversation. See, we don't bump each other up here.
Oh yeah, we can never
stay in our
we'll
lane.
Never be able to bump up over here.
Yeah, we none of us wants to be a headliner.
I have a question, Tone, because I think it's like Lewis said something about back to your family. One, do you plan on having more kids? And two, does your wife have a big family to the point where you can see your side of the family being like the family you grew up in?
I want to have another child. I want one more.
Okay.
Just because I want Charleston. My son's name is Charleston. I want Charleston to have somebody to get through the world with.
That's cool.
So I know, the sad part about it is I'm not going to be here for him forever.
Right.
You will.
And when I go, I hope that he has a sibling. Because when my dad passed, and my brother Brian, the brother that's right under me. If I didn't have Brian, I'd probably be in a straitjacket right now.
Right.
Now, do y'all still have?
So we literally pulled each other up off the floor and were like, "Let's get through the world together now without that." And I want that for Charleston.
Now, do y'all still have the big family gatherings and all of that?
Yeah, man. This last Thanksgiving was unbelievable. It was the first time we were all together in a couple of years. It was unbelievable. The family got to meet Charleston, and my cousins got to meet him for the first time. It was unbelievable. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
How many turkeys did you have?
2. We had a fried turkey and then we had the regular turkey, but we had filet mignon and we had some shrimp and we had it was amazing.
With all them people you described, I know it ain't no take home plates.
Yeah, it ain't no take home plates. Ain't nobody ain't no aluminum foil in that house.
I understand.
And the second part of your question, Dannon, is wifey's the only child.
Oh, is she?
Oh, wow.
So how is she in terms of obviously in terms of having another child, but how is she dealing with your family? Because that can sometimes be.
She doesn't understand. She has no idea. This is the thing. Wifey has no idea that you can argue with someone over the phone, curse somebody out, and then be like, "All right, you want to eat? What's up?"
Oh wow. Well,
and me and my brothers, we go at it. It's something. You better shut the man. Do it. What you gonna do? And then it's like, "Yo, you going outside? Yeah, let's go."
Right. Now, can you take Chris?
I could take everybody.
There you go.
Why would you want him to fight his brother?
But you know Jeff be on some.
He said argue. That's just ridiculous.
Tony, we apologize.
He just
for this
said
nigga.
that he loves
answered
him.
the question.
Yeah, but he answered because sometimes stars answer dumb questions.
And Chris could be listening to this, and then all of a sudden,
no, Chris is not. Chris is not listening.
Okay, but just
See
in
the
case.
shit I have to deal with. I'll never take these
Let's just
motherfuckers.
be-
They're
let's
never
just
open
be-
for me.
let's just
Well,
be honest.
you're right, Jeff. We'll never open for you.
Charleston, I understand from talking to you, is really into music.
Oh man, no, you know what we do when it's daddy time, when daddy has him alone, I do music appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
So I go on my direct TV, and one day we'll do the funk. We'll just do funk, and we listen to Parliament, and we listen to Brothers Johnson, and we listen to Commodores. We just go funk.
Okay.
And then one day I have him, and it's like, okay, rap without the curses. We do, happy rap. I let him listen to that. Then one day we'll do neo soul. One day we do R&B. It's like I want him to really appreciate the music, not so much the lyrics. Like get into the instrumentation and just like really vibe out. And when I put it on and he's playing with his cars, you can see him like sometimes he'll even stop and look at the TV like almost like who's this? Like
Right.
Okay.
And I love it.
Good for you. Hey, we have a couple before we let you go, and we really appreciate it. Some things that we do, things you do well, and things you don't do well. Can you cook?
I cannot cook well.
Okay.
I cook enough to survive. I can't cook well.
Fair enough.
Can you golf?
I cannot golf at all. I top golf, but top golf is just like, drinking and girls and, so no.
Yeah, that's not golf, Tony. Yeah.
But you can ball though.
I can ball and I can box. I can play
okay.
baseball. I can play football. I was a super athlete in high school. My coach in high school said, "Rock, you're a tremendous athlete. Now, if you could just pass a class."
There you go.
Did you box in New York?
I boxed for about 4 or 5 years.
Okay, that's good. Did you go?
My oldest brother was my hero growing up.
Right.
And he was back and forth in prison. He had a hard life. But every time he got out of prison, it was like, I'm gonna make sure you guys know how to fight, know how to take care of yourself. You guys are street smart. And he trained me, and we started going to the gym. And it was the thing that I would do to spend time with him. At first, I loved it because I got to spend time with him. Then I actually started loving it.
Right.
Can you play an instrument?
Not well, no. I'd say the answer, if it's a yes or no, I'd say no. I used to play the recorder in high school. I could dabble on the piano, but no, not well, no.
He's getting to his question.
I'm not going to ask him that question. There's a question I would usually ask comedians, but he's a star, and I'm not going to ask him that question.
Wow. I have a question though.
Go. Shoot. I'm an open book, man. There's no question I won't answer.
Yeah. When did you start being allowed? You're a guest here. You've asked enough questions.
So Tony.
See, you got to
see that you don't even know who it is.
I'm messing with y'all. Tony, your son. Are you going to specialize him in any type of sport, or introduce him to him and say, like the Williams sisters or Tiger Woods? Are you going to try to do anything like that with your son?
Whatever sport he likes that he gravitates to, I will put everything into making sure he plays it very well. But I want him to experience every sport because the best athletes play very many sports.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So, like really good basketball players. Look at a guy like Joel Embiid, very good basketball player. His footwork comes from when he played soccer as a child.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan, amazing basketball player. His movement with the basketball comes from him being a swimmer as a child.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I want my kid to play golf. I want him to play baseball. I want him to play everything, and then put that energy and the movement into whatever sport he loves. I hope it's baseball. I hope it's baseball because it's guaranteed contracts, and we need more black baseball players, American black baseball players, so that American black kids can pick up this great sport.
That's the sport I should have stuck with, baseball.
Okay.
Jeff,
okay. Hey, listen.
They don't think I'm a great athlete, but I can beat both of them together.
The word "great" is what you should remove.
Yeah.
You were an athlete.
Yeah, we never said you couldn't play. We just
he
said
said
you wasn't great
super
at it.
athlete. You see how he's different.
Sorry about that, Tone.
Sorry about that. Listen, I want to thank you, and I really like what you said about Charleston to have another sibling so he can get through the world.
Yeah, that was nice.
That was really nice.
Yeah, man. I'm raising a black baby in America. So I'm very fearful that, God forbid anything happened to me or his mother. Now he's in this world that doesn't care for him at all by himself.
Right.
So at least if he has a sibling, and I'm trying to make my wife understand that, at least if he has a sibling, then I can go, okay, you two guys are together on everything. You never leave your brother behind, like band of brothers, literally,
Right. And also when you said, listen to Richard Pryor, your ears were baptized.
It's like when you hear something for the first time and you can't even, it doesn't relate to anything else. First time I heard Run DMC Sucker MCs, it was like, wait, what is this? It was like my brain couldn't fathom what I was listening to because I had never heard anything like it before. To say this is like that, and that's the same thing with Richard Pryor. Just to hear him and hear the audience in the background laughing, and like I couldn't paint a picture because I had never seen a guy on stage before. So it was like, what is this? I couldn't. It was baptism of my ears.
Well, man, hey, listen, I truly thank you, man, for taking the time out, Rock. And I know you're busy.
OG, anytime. Anytime. OG.
I just want to say this. I don't know you as well as these guys, though, but I respect his comedy. If you're in L.A. and you live here, he would never invite you. But we're at the Regency West every Thursday night. Your brother used to come there all the time. You're more than welcome to come and grace and bless the stage. We would love to have you.
What? Which one is that's the one in
Leimert Park. Off of 43rd.
I heard about. Some comics were talking about that. Yeah, about 2 weeks ago, I was at the Laugh Factory, and some comics were upstairs talking about the Regency West. Yeah, and it's like a restaurant, I think.
No, it's a you do comedy. It was once known as the Comedy Act Theater.
Oh, Michael Williams.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So we now do a comedy show every Thursday.
Tony, we know you don't go past the 10, but just try it sometime. It's okay. It's safe now.
Louis doesn't promote it, and Louis. Yeah,
we know you don't come past the 10 freeway. What are you good?
Louis,
I will let you know, my friend. If it's every Thursday, I'm gonna pull up on y'all one Thursday.
Yeah, you gotta let us know because Louis won't promote it. He doesn't call favors and ask his celebrity friends.
What is it? 8 o'clock show? 10 o'clock show? What is it?
8:30 show.
It goes to 8:30 to about 11.
Yeah.
I will see you there, my friend.
All right. Thank you so much, man.
Hey, T-Rock, be up, baby.
Much love to you and your wife and Charleston.
Yeah, congrats,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks,
you,
guys.
man.
Thanks for having me.
All right, boy.
All right.
Peace.
All right. That was great.
What?
That's a star.
No, that was an interview.
That was a great interview.
That was a great interview.
I enjoyed talking to him.
I did too. Jeff almost fucked it up.
I thought you spoke a little too much.
Okay, you got to tell me, man. Pull me back.
I think you're starting to feel it like you're actually part of this. But
I'm sorry. I'm just
visiting.
visiting.
I mean, POTUS, she was doing like this, like, okay, stop it. She was like, stop.
POTUS is like, I can't believe this. You know, it's like, come on, man.
I apologize for thinking that I belonged here.
Yeah, you need to really check yourself.
God,
no, it was it was fun.
It was.
It was fun. Did you have fun,
Not
Jeff?
really.
Not
Jeff,
really.
Jeff is angry. What did you do
And
to
he
the
said-
video?
and he said- and
I've
he's
been
try-
gone. You did something to
No,
me.
and he's trying to act like it's me, saying that I got an attitude. He's, you know what it is?
What?
His wife's not in town.
No, that's not it at all.
His wife's not in town.
Not it at all.
Jeff.
That's
not
what it
at
is.
all.
I just
So
figured
he's,
out what
he's
it is.
backed up.
His
and
wife's
off.
not in town.
Okay.
That's right.
That's
I've just
not-
figured out what it is.
That's
His
not
wife's
it at
not
all.
in town.
That's not it at all.
And he comes see, but he's like Chicago pimp. He's not gonna say that's
Never.
why.
No, he's
I
never
would
gonna
tell
say
you
that's
if
why.
it was that. I would tell
He
you.
was. I would just figured it out, and I'm gonna tell you how I know because he dropped me off at the house because I left my car at the house,
Okay.
and he waited until I went in.
So he actually was concerned about
So
that.
I was like, yeah, his
This
wife.
nigga got some issues.
Yeah, his wife.
Okay.
No,
I mean,
that's
no,
what
it's not
you
issues.
do.
Don't hit me. I'm
That's
just
what
saying.
you do when you drop somebody off. You make sure that they get in.
Right.
I mean, you know, that's just common courtesy.
That is come. Yeah, come
Yeah,
on,
just to
Louis,
make sure
you know
you get
better
in.
than
He's
that.
such a scary ass.
Damn, Louis, come on.
Hey, listen,
No, he-
please,
No, him.
we got to go, but we want to make sure we shout out Melody.
Melanie
Camacho's
Comarcho. Why do you want to
movie.
make her white?
I just the movie. Please get with a group of people to watch it, so y'all only have to pay like 75 cents a piece. Don't pay the full. I would say get 5 people and y'all both
Man, that's cold blood.
y'all both chip in.
Motherfuckers gonna be happy when you pass.
Damn, this
are.
shit is vicious around
They're
here.
gonna be so happy when he dies.
I'm gonna be sad.
I'm gonna be sad
Only
too,
because
but
we ain't gonna have this
vast
show going on.
No, I'm gonna be sad. I'll probably cry and shed a few tears, but vast majority of comedians be like, "Man, it's about time. It's long overdue."
Listen. Thank you, boss lady, and of course our other producer Sheena.
Who's that?
Sheena was the one that you said she was working out and you didn't know who she was.
Right.
Oh.
You shot her chili.
Because I was in the car and I saw her coming from working out too, and the first thing I thought about was you.
Oh, see, thank you.
No, I
After
wasn't
y'all
thinking about
insulted
it.
me
No,
that
she
day.
did not look like she was homeless. She just looked like she had been working out.
Right, okay.
Thank you, Portis, and anybody. If you in LA, our show every Thursday night, the Regency West.
Is it every Thursday now?
Yes.
Well, when am I gonna get booked?
He's the booker. I'm just the talent.
I'm just out.
But he's hosting next week,
Okay.
so maybe he'll book
But you said something that was, that was good last night.
What?
You did.
What did I say?
I'm the funniest out of them all.
Yeah, I did. I said that. See, he thinks I hate him.
Are y'all related?
No, we just
Okay,
we are.
sibling
We
rivalry?
are related.
Yeah, and will whoop his ass every
I
time.
know, Jeff. I know.
Yes.
I just agree because I don't.
Shout out to I want to say
Look
this
how
real
small
quick.
y'all look compared to
I want
me.
to say this. Shout out. Today is
Poets.
the anniversary.
Don't they
of
look small compared to me?
My seat went back down.
it did. It did. I want to.
Don't they though?
I want to say today is the anniversary of Code 3's mom passing. So peace to her heart.
Okay.
She's.
Are we supposed to sign off on
Who's
that?
Code 3?
That's. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Well. Okay.
I tell my dad to try to buy her a drink.
That's cold, man. But
I like the Lord to know
and
I have
peace,
nothing
and peace
to
to
do with
anybody's
this.
heart who's missing the one they love.
Yeah. Happy Black History Month.
Hey, yes. Happy Black History Month. We're out.
You out.
About hosting a podcast? Let us show you how to host, market, and monetize your podcast like a pro. Sign up for our next podcast class on February 12th, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Register today and get $50 off. For more info, visit our website at morrismediastudios.com or click the link below. Get your podcast started today.